Mirkovich, the inbound of Oswald. 21-9 Illinois. 9 minutes for the half. Boswell. Alley-oop. Tomislav Ivicic slams it in.
Fighting Illini basketball is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Also by Carl, the official healthcare provider of the Fighting Illini. The Fighting Illini, the Rams. This is the second round of the NCAA tournament. Live from Greenville, South Carolina. The tip is moments away. Now let's go courtside. Here's the voice of the Fighting Illini, Brian Barnhart.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the second round of the NCAA tournament. Illinois trying to get to the Sweet 16 for the second time in the last 3 years, and they've got a formidable foe tonight in Virginia Commonwealth. They're hot. They've gone 17-1. Their last 18 games, the champions of the Atlantic 10 Conference Tournament. They finished right behind St. Louis, near the top of the A10 standings. So this is a really good team that beat North Carolina on Thursday night to get to this round. Illinois, of course, a little wobbly start against Penn the other night, but then wound up scoring 65 points in the second half. David Mirkovich, a monster double-double, 29 points and a record 17 rebounds for Illinois in an NCAA tournament game. And so here these two teams meet tonight with a right to go to Houston next Thursday night for the Sweet 16. Brian Barnhart with Deon Thomas. Ed Bond here courtside with us. We've got Michael Tackett in our Learfield headquarters. Originally, they told us the game was going to start at 6:50 Central. Then suddenly, before the previous game started, they said, well, it's going to be closer to 7 Central. Now it's going to be more like 10 after Central time. So that's the way it goes in the postseason, always a little more unpredictable.
Yeah, it is.
And the referees are warming up. The Illini in the script orange warming up. And VCU in the black warming up here as we get ready for this one. And the Illini playing the Rams for the second time ever in school history. They beat them when John Gross was the coach back in Miami against the VCU Rams. Held them to 30% shooting. And the Illini won that game. LaRon Black, how about that name from the past? 18 points. Malcolm Hill, 16. That was win number 1,750 at the time in school history. Well, here we are. Second round.
Here we are.
Go for it and get to the Sweet 16. But how do they get it done?
Put their foot on their necks and keep it on there the same way they did in that first game. I mean, it's really rinse and repeat as the second half that we played on Thursday. And if they can do that, because, again, you're playing against a team that doesn't have much size as you do, I believe our guards are better and will be able to get downhill. So you either attacking the paint off the dribble or you putting it inside to Mert and Tommy and even throwing it down there to Big Z, because they don't have any shot blockers on this team or anyone that's going to really be able to put up much of a resistance on the interior. And then, of course, as Coach mentioned, and I said in the keys of the game, you have to know where their shooters are in transition. I think we'll be able to defend well enough in the half court, but we have to know where they are in transition, because that's where they get a lot of their baskets.
I know Mirkovich was the big story.
Yes.
Of course, with a record number of rebounds and so forth. Anybody else stand out to you that you thought played really well? I mean, the whole team did, but
yeah, I mean, I will say Mert stood out. I mean, he scored a lot of points, got a lot of rebounds, but for me, it was his energy that he played with. It was the energy that he played, and not just the first half. He played like that throughout the whole game. Keaton is Keaton. He plays the way he does. It's within the rhythm of the game. But I will have to take my hat off to Kylan Boswell. Yes, he scored, I think, 13, 14 points. But what he did against Strong defensively, I mean, this is a young man that was coming off a 44-point game, and I think he had 6. I mean, he was in him like chewing gum. You know, old one would be like, yeah, I want to know what flavor gum he is at the end of the game. He was like Big Red, coach. I mean, from Hoosiers. So he knew he was in him. He defended him, shut him down, and when he was able to shut him down, they were done. They were cooked.
Yeah, because he had scored 44 in the championship game for Penn in the Ivy League championship. So we got a dangerous scorer tonight in Terrence Hill Jr., 6'3", from Portland, Oregon, averages 15 a game, comes off the bench and really fueled the VCU Rams and in their comeback from 19 down the other night in the win over North Carolina. Let's pause 10 seconds here while we have a chance to allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for Station ID on Illinois basketball from Learfield. Back in Greenville, South Carolina. Great to have all of our affiliates with us again, of course. We do appreciate them. When you're out of town, want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the Varsity Network app. Available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. And we appreciate our great affiliates. We're glad that everybody's listening via radio. We can tell you that our affiliates are not allowed to stream the broadcast because Westwood One owns the rights, and the NCAA owns the rights to the streaming. So you can't hear your favorite station streaming the game.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's just the way it works. They paid for it.
That is true.
So we got to stay out of that. But Learfield does have an agreement with the folks at Westwood One, and you carry the home broadcast on the Varsity Network app.
Okay.
So if you get that app, if you don't have it, you can get it. It's free. You can listen in that way, or of course you can listen on the radio to all of our great affiliates there in St. Louis. KTRS joined us the other night, 550, 89 in Chicago, 890, the big 89, and all of our other stations from the top of Illinois to the bottom that carry our games as well. So check all that out. Good to have you with us here from Greenville, South Carolina, Illinois, and Virginia Commonwealth. One other thing I want to mention, that Carl is the postseason sponsor for the Fighting Illini men's basketball team. Carl Health, the official healthcare provider of Fighting Illini Athletics. If you're just tuning in going, I mean, they haven't started yet? Well, that would be correct because they pushed the start time back 10 minutes. Then they pushed it back another 10 or 11 minutes. So we haven't started yet, so you haven't missed anything. And we appreciate you being there with us and listening in. Well, we do want to mention some of the folks that are checking in with us, and we got time to do this. I get so many of these we put out on X, and I just can't get to everybody, but I might do it tonight. in fantastic Philo, Illinois. Beautiful night for an Illini win. We got somebody with a fire pit picture there in Maroa, Illinois. Florida's with us. Right behind us in section 221. We appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Humboldt Park in Chicago. Athens, Georgia checking in with us tonight. Strongsville, Ohio on the new favorite Varsity Network app. Watching from 30,000 feet above.
Wow. Okay.
Ground on my way home from PCB with the Illini Club softball team. Varsity app in Sullivan, Illinois. Fort Wayne ready for a big Illini win. Oak Park Center, Oak Brook, Illinois. Pflugerville, Texas checks in with us tonight. They say let's get to Houston. Montgomery, Indiana. Lawrence, Kansas. Davidson, North Carolina at the North Carolina Cub Championship. Xenia, Illinois. Bear is listening with Sync My Game from the home of the world's greatest barbecue, Kansas City, Missouri. Go Unity Rockets. That's my high school. Streeter, Illinois checks in with us tonight. Evergreen Park, Illinois is with us. College Station, Kankakee, Illinois. Brooklyn, New York. Denver, Colorado. The Pool Bar in Cape Coral, Florida with us. Farm Shop in Waverly. Vincennes, Indiana. Atlanta, Georgia. Sitting at home in Knoxville, Illinois, watching on TV. Go Illini. Service Plaza in New Jersey, inside their semi-truck, listening in. Let's see who else here. Natchez, Mississippi. Portsmouth, Virginia. Walnut Creek, California. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Survive and advance, they say, in Swansea, Manito, Illinois. Jupiter, Florida. I love the three of you guys, Ed included.
Thank you.
Taking my 15-year-old daughter to dinner and friends, hopefully able to listen. They got a nice Bradovich outfit there. Barcello, Illinois. Let's win. Go to the Sweet 16. Let's see. I can continue here. We got time, right? Yeah, 11 minutes left before we start. Enjoying a root beer in Argyle, Wisconsin. The Varsity app from Pop Century Resort and Disney World. Teutopolis Banquet Hall. Napier Settlement. Jacksonville, Illinois. Florida Keys, Orlando, Broadwell, Little Swan Lake, Grand Ridge, Illinois, below Wisconsin, Peoria, Cedar Rapids. I think I got everybody there. Okay, well.
Tolono, my buddies and former teammates, TJ Wheeler and Tom Michael, and their families are watching us as well.
Yep, College Station, Howell, Michigan, all there. So we appreciate everybody being there with us. And again, all of our great affiliates throughout the year. We can't thank you enough.
Awesome.
Sangamon River on the shores of the Sangamon River in Monticello, Illinois as well. New York. Pengy Grove, Illinois in there. Eads, Tennessee. Boy, somebody's sending us food pictures. River Forest, Illinois. Yeah, boy, Streeter, Illinois. So they're all there. Now the two teams are headed to the locker room. It is about 10 minutes to go on the clock. Our game tonight brought to you by Ford. Hustle is what it takes to dominate, exactly what Build Ford tough trucks were made to do. Check out F-150 or Super Duty at your local Ford dealer today. And having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. Don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, each round you advance, we have found out over the years, and I never can explain to people enough how difficult it is to win these tournament games.
Oh, yeah.
You've been in them. It's just different.
Brian, is very different, very difficult. I mean, you don't have a lot of time to prep. You don't have a lot of time to practice in between games. So you have to really concentrate on yourself and concentrate on the tendencies that other teams have. And let's not talk about win a game. How about get here?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I think a lot of, people don't understand is just how difficult it is to get into the tournament. And then, like you said, it's so hard to win a game here. So when you have a team that makes it to the Sweet 16, the Elite Eight, let alone win a championship, each fan base should be extremely proud of their programs because it's just that difficult.
Yeah, and never take it for granted. That's the one thing I think I've learned over the years because early on there in my career, taking over for Jim Turpin back at the turn of the century, we went every year. You didn't even think about it.
Yep.
And then suddenly it wasn't there anymore for 6 or 7 years, and you were fishing trying to figure out how to get back to that. And fortunately, Brad Underwood, after a tough couple of years early, now 6 years, would have been 7 with COVID, without COVID.
And that's the amazing thing. I mean, you work so hard to build it and put things in and mold things the way you want them to look, the way you want your program to look. All starts from the top. So we've had some, Josh Whitman is, one of the best athletic directors in the country. I mean, I'm proud to work for him on the development side. But you hire the right people and you give them the space to be able to do what they need to do. And Brad has done a tremendous job of, molding, especially in this crazy time of the transfer portal and all of those things, to be able to mold his team in his image and be able to get to 6, what would have been 7 NCAA tournaments. You have to take your hat off to him.
And you think about the different approaches that he's taken over the years. Had Kofi, everything revolved around Kofi.
Yep.
Now we've gone 5 out.
Yes.
With a lot of big time shooters.
Yeah, just in the transition of how big guys play. I mean, you're right.
Brad is sitting at 299 career wins. Now that's everything. Illinois, Oklahoma State, Stephen F. Austin. He defeated VCU, Virginia Commonwealth, in the NCAA tournament while the coach at Stephen F. Austin, so he's 1-0 against the Rams. The Rams come from Virginia Commonwealth. It's located in Richmond, Virginia. About 28,000 students. Colors are black and gold. They started in 1838. And it's pretty interesting because being in Richmond, and I'm not going to get into a history lesson here, but of course, Richmond, part of the Confederacy in the Civil War, and the university had to do a lot of stuff to try to stay in business during the course of the Civil War, because Richmond was near the end of the war, flipped hands, of course, right near the very end, and eventually the Civil War was over, but they were doing all kinds of things to try to stay afloat through all of that. And it's a great school there in Richmond, Virginia. Richmond is in that same community, of course.
Yes,
another
beautiful town.
Yeah, a lot of history there in Richmond. Division I schools in the state of Virginia: Virginia Tech, Virginia Commonwealth, George Mason, Old Dominion, James Madison, Liberty University, Radford, Longwood, Hampton, Norfolk State, William and Mary, VMI, Norfolk State, I got them, and Richmond.
Right.
How about that?
And Virginia's not that big. I mean, what are they, right down the street from one another?
Yeah,
it's amazing.
That's right. Well, they're about 6 miles apart, I think they said.
There you go.
From Richmond University. So, anyway, let's go. We'll go through some more scores here, Ed, if you can pull those up for me here as we go. Of course, Michigan won their game earlier today against St. Louis. Won that up in Buffalo. By the way, they were showing the scenery, like they do here in Greenville with all the trees and the. Yes. They were showing scenery from Buffalo.
With the snow.
Boy, was it cold up there.
Yes.
Holy smokes, that looked really cold. So Anyway, that was up in Buffalo. Michigan State won as well. They're in the Sweet 16. Houston leading Texas A&M 73-49, trying to get back to Houston. Gonzaga trailing Texas, by the way, at the half. Remember, Texas hit that shot late in Dayton the other night just to get into the first round. So they lead by 2 at the half, Texas and Gonzaga. Michigan wins 95-72. High Point to play Arkansas tonight. Nebraska and Vanderbilt. Louisville loses to Michigan State 77-69. And, of course, Duke beat TCU. Texas Christian here in Greenville just a little bit ago, 81-58. Illini women will be tipping off here in a little bit as they'll be teed up at 8:30 tonight against Colorado in Vanderbilt, in Nashville, the old gymnasium down there.
That's going to be a game. I mean, that Vanderbilt team is pretty doggone good, Brian. I had an opportunity to watch them play the other night. It's the first time I had the chance to watch them play, and they're pretty solid. So, you know, those guys are going to have to come out and play really well tonight, but I think Nebraska can pull it out.
All right, officials tonight, Michael Greenstein, Brian Dorsey, who we've seen, and William Covington are the three-man officiating crew here for Illinois at 25-8. VCU at 28-7. The Rams started the year 11-6. They've gone 17-1 since. They're warming up, and here come the Illini in the stripped orange, taking the floor as the Illini crowd across the way and throughout the Wellness Center stand and applaud the Fighting Illini trying to get to win number 26. But VCU, I mentioned 17-1 the last 18. They lost at George Mason January 10th, and then they lost at St. Louis February 20th. And that's been it. So notable wins. They beat USF in the Bahamas. They beat Virginia Tech. They beat North Carolina, of course, in the tournament. They beat Duquesne, St. Joseph's, and Dayton to win the Atlantic 10. Losses this year, a couple of tournament teams, 3 really, Utah State at North Carolina State, and they lost to Vanderbilt in the Bahamas. New Mexico beat them, and then St. Louis got them twice. And they have been very consistent in the Atlantic 10. VCU has, you think about Shaka Smart and Rhodes, who's now the coach.
Yep.
Penn State was there. The Atlantic 10 has had multiple bids in the NCAA tournament, 2 or more teams in the tournament for 19 of the last 21 years.
Not surprised. I mean, they play a really good brand of basketball. As you mentioned, you just mentioned 3 really, really good coaches that have been there and followed each other in succession. So I'm not surprised. They hire right, they bring in and recruit right, and their kids play well and normally play really hard, especially at VCU.
Well, the Illini at 15-5 in the Big Ten, of course. VCU had a terrific year in the Atlantic 10, 15-3 from up in Richmond, Virginia. This will be the last game of this whole last few days here. You got the 4 games played on Thursday, the 2 games tonight. Illinois against Virginia Commonwealth, and then some games going on later this evening. But not a lot of Cinderellas. I mean, High Point certainly is in there. Furman, who's from Greenville, by the way, from Greenville, South Carolina.
I forgot about that.
Battled UConn last night.
Yeah, I forgot
Stayed
about
up late to watch that. UConn finally pulled away.
Yeah.
Taurus Reed just went nuts.
Oh, he's good, man.
Man, what do you have, 30? I mean, it's not like he had 50 points and 40 rebounds. Not quite that much, but, man, it was a lot.
He's good. Yeah. He's really good.
And UConn put away Furman. Clemson, who is not far from here either, just up the road. A lot of Clemson fans around here. They got beat as well by Iowa, so the Hawkeyes get a win and advanced.
Another
yesterday.
Big Ten team.
Yep.
Got to keep all the teams from the 10 in the house, Brian.
That's right. And Kentucky got away from Santa Clara. That was a wild game.
That finish of that game was nuts. I mean, Santa Clara went down, made that basket. I was like, okay, well, it's over. And then, bam, another 3 to send it into overtime.
Yep, banked it right off the glass to get it to overtime, and then Kentucky won it in overtime. Again, if you're just joining us, wondering why are they just talking? Well, the game hasn't started yet. It was pushed back several minutes, about 20 minutes from what its original start time was. So now we're getting set. 2 teams headed for the respective benches, and we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups here in the building. With a strong foundation and commitment to quality, IBEW 601, Painters District Council 58, the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council serve our local communities with pride, dedication, and quality craftsmanship. IBEW 601, Painters District 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council, together truly building the Fighting Illini. We appreciate their sponsorship all year long, and you go game to game here. It's all you can do as a player, as a fan, as a broadcaster.
Yes.
Is one at a time.
But that's what makes March Madness what it is. I mean, it's just it's the best time of the year, in my opinion. Brian, when I was at the JUCO, I could say it now. When I was at Lewis and Clark, I would take the first 2 days off. I didn't even go in the office. I just took 2 days off, man, so I could sit at home and watch all of the games. So Mr. Terry can't get mad at me now.
Yeah, statute of limitations ran out.
Yes.
On that. We appreciated Robbie Robinson being with us, voice of the Virginia Commonwealth Rams. Talked to him a little bit before the game earlier in our pregame show. And he said they have been hot. He's worried about Illinois' size.
As he should.
As well they should be. I think that's a big advantage for Illinois as far as that goes. But again, good guard play. And so many teams in the NCAA tournament, you look at who goes the furthest, even if it's a Cinderella or an underdog, is they've got great guard play.
Because it's important at this time. I mean, there's a lot of pressure, and when you have differences in how teams play, it's your guards that get you into your offense, that get you set up. Offensively, they're normally the spearhead or the tip of the spear on your defense. So, yes, good guard play is a necessity when you're playing in the NCAA tournament.
Well, we're about ready to have the starting lineups again for the VCU Rams at 28-7, winners of 17 of the last 18 under Coach Phil Martelli Jr. Brandon Jennings, 6'4" sophomore, Richmond, Virginia, 8.6 points a game. Nick Lewis, 6'1", 195, freshman from Washington, D.C. Jadarian Tracy, 6'6", 210, as you hear the Illini fans roaring as they get ready to introduce the Illini. I think there's a lot of VCU people here. Richmond's not that far away, but
I see
we got a lot of orange here, though, too.
We did, because we actually have a pretty decent amount of people that live out here in the Carolinas. So I'm sure, I know a lot of those made it up, met several people out while I was out walking. And then, of course, we travel really well.
Barry Evans, 6'8", 215-pound senior, transferred in from St. Bonaventure and Bryant, which is where Martelli Jr. came from. And then Lazar Djokovic, like the tennis player, basically, same name, 6'11", 235. He shoots at about 36% from three. He's from Serbia, and he'll get a start. And then the guy that comes off the bench, but was first team All-Atlantic 10, number 6, Terrence Hill Jr. And hopefully you won't hear his name a lot, because hopefully maybe Boswell or whoever gets him will shut him down.
Exactly.
But he is a scorer. He averages about 15 points a game. And then for the Fighting Illini, Mirkovic, Boswell, Tomislav Ivasic, Jake Davis, Keaton Wagler. And again, the spotlight on, the lights are dim, so it's dark in here, and one by one they come out. Big hand for David Mirkovic. Number 0 looks sharp in that Script Illinois jersey.
Yeah, he does.
Coming out next is Tomislav Ivasic. His beard starting to come back in a little bit. He shaved it here recently.
I like the clean shaven Tommy.
Do you? All right. Next up, Jake Davis. Of course, he's been a starter really since the Boswell and Stojakovic injuries.
He just does the right thing all the time,
Yeah,
Brian.
I think so, yeah. Here comes Kylan Boswell.
The leader.
Yep. We'll need him defensively. And then Keaton Wagler of the last one up. And Keaton coming off the 18 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists against the Penn Quakers. So we go from playing Quakers to playing Rams here tonight in front of a packed house in what's been a great setting here the last few days. The weather warmed up last couple of days. Saw people of all kinds of fandom walking around, enjoying the food, enjoying the river, enjoying the falls. And now it's time to get down to business and play some basketball.
Time to go to work.
Yep, time to go to work. Great to have you with us, no matter how you're listening, where you're listening. Always thrilled to have you along for the ride. I've run into several people here in town that say how much they enjoy listening and how they listen. They're way out in Texas or they're way out somewhere else. And We're just thrilled that you're with us. Settling in, let's get to the Sweet 16, shall we? Mirkovic at 6'9", Boswell at 6'5", Ivicic at 7'1", Davis at 6'6", Wagler at 6'6". Chance of VCU going up behind us from the black and gold fans. And again, Richmond up in Virginia, not all that far from here. So, but as Dion said, we got a lot of folks from this part of the country. And here we go. Jumping it up at center, Lazar Djokovic. He's from Serbia against Tomislav Ivicic from Croatia. The winner to the Sweet 16 in Houston, and the tap is won by Virginia Commonwealth. Here come the Rams in the black against the Illini in orange. A little Halloweenish looking out there here as we start. Number 2 is Tracy. Here's a drive left baseline by Jennings. Out top, long jumper Djokovic is short. Rebound batted around and off of Virginia Commonwealth. The Illini will get it. Boswell's shoes came untied. He quickly gets them reset. We get some full court pressure here from the Rams as the Illini get the basketball. Mirkovic looking for the inbound, trying to get it into Wagler. He does. And now the Rams look to trap Wagler. They got to get it across the timeline at the March Madness logo. Wagler beats his man across the timeline, and now we get a foul. On Barry Evans right out of the gate.
Evans grabbed him right around the neck, but we've seen this from everyone else. They're going to try to be physical with him. They're going to try to bump Keaton and get him all upset, but that young man just does not move emotionally, Brian. That emotional meter stays real low.
They bring out a full court press, though, right at the start of the game, which was interesting. Here is Wagler to Mirkovic, right to left in the script orange for the Illini. Boswell to the left corner, no score, just underway. Boswell around his man, down the lane, layup, missed it. Rebound, Tommy put it up and in. Tomislav Ivicic puts it up and in on the miss by Boswell. The offensive rebound, we got an injured Ram down there, Nick Lewis. 6'1" freshman is hurt.
And he's rolling around pretty expressive on the floor, but
what I'd like to see what happened. I don't know what happened to him. He got
checking his ankle,
caught underneath somebody, twisted around, kind of fell down awkwardly when Tommy got that loose ball, and that may be why Tommy was in position to get it. Meanwhile, Texas leading Gonzaga 39-37. That's in the West region. As they check on Nick Lewis, 6'1" freshman. So Illinois with a 2-0 lead with 19:14 to go. And Nick Lewis would be a big loss. Freshman of the year in the Atlantic 10, all Atlantic 10 tournament team. 14 times in double figures, and they help him to his feet. And that's a shame because he just literally got started and he is not moving that ankle.
No, not at all.
Well, that's too bad. I always want the opponents, no matter what, to be playing at full strength.
You want them healthy, Brian. These young people, I mean, this could be a once-in-a-lifetime deal, as we talked about how difficult it is just getting into the tournament. So you definitely don't want to see anyone go down with an injury.
Number 6, Terrence Hill, comes off the bench. They don't lose anything when he comes in, let me tell you that. 2-0.
They don't.
Illinois dribbling out top is Evans, gets it to Tracy. Here is Terrence Hill, who had 34 against North Carolina. Bounce pass to Djokovic inside. Back to Hill. Baseline drive. Block.
Great.
Oh, what a block by Ivicic. Hill gets it back. He put it up. It wouldn't go. Loose ball on the floor. Wagler slow to get up. And Tommy pulls him up and then hands him the basketball and says, you take it.
Let me tell you, that was the most physical play I've seen Tomislav Ivicic make today. I mean, in a while.
2-0 Illinois. They block the shot. They come to the other end. Mirkovic, who had a huge night the other night, posting on his man. Hill backs him down. Inside, tried to feed it lower, had it blocked. Ball loose on the floor. Who's got it? Virginia Commonwealth. 2-0. Illinois turns it over. The Illini with a lead. Into the paint is Evans. Short jumper good. Barry Evans, 6'8" senior. And he ties the game at 2 with 18:10 to go in the first half.
I love the idea, but I want David to go in there and look to score first, and then that'll open passing opportunities.
Here is a near steal by Virginia Commonwealth. Now they do steal it. Lob ahead is intercepted in return by Boswell. Lob ahead to Mirkovic. We trade turnovers. Boswell back from Mirkovic. Now to Mirk on the left wing to Kylan. 20 to shoot, pulls up for three, and left it short. Rebound, Tommy couldn't grab it. Taken out of there on the break. Here comes Brandon Jennings, left wing to Tracy for three, missed it badly. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds off of Djokovic of Virginia Commonwealth. And the Illini and the Rams are tied at 2-2, 17:34 to go first half. You can see right now VCU is really quick.
Oh, yeah. They're active. They're a smaller team. They're built to be tough, to be fast, and that's why we have to be deliberate. And that's one of the things I said. Control the tempo against a team like this. 2-2
tie, Illinois and Virginia Commonwealth. Second round of the NCAA. Mirkovic to Keaton Wagler at the March Madness logo. Dribbling right, now left, gets it back to Mirkovic. Mirkovic with a drive, down the lane, jump past Davis, left wing three is good!
Yes, sir!
Jake Davis for three. 5-2 Illinois. Right wing Tracy tries to answer, too hard, rebound Mirkovic, here he goes again. Fast break ahead to Boswell, 5-2 Illinois, 16:55 to go in the first half. Here is Boswell, dribbling, looking in out top for Mirkovic. Mirkovic puts it on the deck. Jump past Boswell, right corner, can't fire. Dribbling into his man Hill. Layup, dumps it down instead of Mirkovic, who put it up and in. Good decision. I thought Kylan was going to shoot a layup, but he left it for Mirkovic. And Mirkovic with his first two. And the Illini lead is 7-2. The Rams work it in front of us from left to right in the black and white. Way out top with it is Jennings. Jennings, left wing to Hill. Lets Wagler fly by. Fires it left corner, Evans into the paint. The free throw line to Djokovic for three. Missed it, no good. Rebound, Mirkovic. Another rebound for Mirkovic. 7-2 Illinois. Quick start for the Illini. Right front court, Wagler to Mirkovic. Open three, no pass. Drives, dump down to Tommy. Up and in. Count it.
The acrobatic move from Big Tommy, catching it and flipping it up to the rim.
And the Illini have roared out to a 9-2 start. And the Illini fans in the building are on their feet. VCU with a drive and a kick in the corner and a foul on Illinois. Driving in there was Barry Evans trying to find a teammate in the corner. Foul on the Fighting Illini. 9-2 start. Illinois early on is 4 of 6. VCU is 1 of 7 from the field here as we go to break. The under 16 timeout. 9-2 Illinois. 15:43 to go first half. On the Busey Bank, Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Arts and Sciences at the University of Illinois is where curiosity drives impact. In LAS, bold thinking doesn't just inspire learning, it powers everything the college does, across disciplines and across communities. LAS turns big questions into breakthrough discoveries, driving change in science, society, and the ideas that shape our future. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, where curiosity drives impact. Find out more at go.illinois.edu/LAS.
Want to help pull the plug on cyber terrorists? Or work with satellites and other space technology? How about learning the avionics inside stealth fighters? You can do it, serving part-time in the Air National Guard. In the Air Guard, you'll earn extra cash and money for college while gaining high-tech skills in one of nearly 200 career specialties. Call the Illinois Air National Guard at 1-800-TOGOANG or visit goang.com/IL.
Size, speed, unwavering work ethic, and a drive to succeed. Illini coaches look for it with recruits. You look for it too when it comes to land care equipment. With AHW's Build and Price tool, you can create the exact John Deere lawn tractor, compact tractor, or gator, and add the attachments you need to take on any task. Plus, you can determine your own down payment and financing. Try the Build and Price tool at ahwllc.com. Proud sponsor of the Fighting Illini.
Every Illini fan knows the right team makes all the difference. The same's true for your health. Carle Health puts the right team on the court for you with the doctors, hospitals, and specialists you know and trust. So when you pick health insurance, make sure you choose a plan that has Carle Health in network. Visit ChooseCarleHealth.org to stay connected to the care teams who are there for you, your family, and your community. Choose a health plan that keeps you in the game. Choose CARLEHealth.org.
Well, the Illini have scored 9 points. 6 of those 9 are in the paint. The Illinois Farm Bureau advantage is 7, 9-2 Illinois. 15:43 to go here in the first half. Illinois and Virginia Commonwealth. The Rams have started 1 of 7 from the field. Humrickhouse has checked in the game, as has Big Z and Stojakovic. So those 3 guys off the bench. Rebound advantage early is 6-2. VCU to inbound it after the dead ball. Off to Djokovic, guarded by Stojakovic. And now to Hill Jr., who shoots a 28-foot 3, and he missed it. Rebound grabbed by Djokovic. He missed it again. Fight for the loose ball. It deflects back to Djokovic. Gets it back. Left corner to Jennings. Jennings with a drive into the basket. Missed it. Rebound to Big Z.
Great job for Ben Humrickhouse again in the right place, walling up Mozgov, as coach calls it. Did a great job, and way to get a rebound after giving up a couple offensive rebounds.
Yeah, 9-2 Illinois. Wagler gets a pick from Humrickhouse. Can't go down the lane. Backs away beyond the three-point line. Into the lane. Dump down inside Mirkovic, and he hits a running layup. And I tell you what, tonight, the first game the other night, they were thinking outside instead of in.
Yes.
Tonight they're thinking inside instead of out.
Oh,
and they're up at 11-2 already.
This offense is so good when you can do that, because you just create other looks.
Here's a 3 at the other end by Terrence Hill Jr. He can do that. 37% from 3. He's put up over 200 of them. And he makes it 11-5. That ends a little drought there by Virginia Commonwealth. Here is Wagler. Dribbles to the right wing. Cut off by Stevens. Back to Humrickhouse. Wagler driving into the lane. Head fake. Layup.
Oh,
missed it. Rebound inside, and we get a foul.
Great use of the head fake down there. The guys are leaning on him. Get him up in the air. Good job.
So we get a foul on VCU. 11-5. Foul is on Djokovic. He gets his first. The Illini foul earlier was on Tomislav Ivasic. I want to go back and check that. At the line is Wagler, and he hits the first free throw. His first point of the night, had 18 the other night, 81% free throw shooter. And the Illini lead is 12-5 after they started up 11-2. 14:26 to go here in the first half. Second free throw, Wagler up and missed it. Rebound, Mirkovic keeps it alive. Out top to Stojakovic. He drives left baseline, cut off. Now to Mirkovic. Mirkovic on the left wing. Mirkovic guarded by his man Hill, and an offensive foul. He tried to shove Hill back to get some room to shoot. And an offensive foul.
That was not a good call right there, Brian. I don't like that at all.
A little flop, maybe?
Well, it wasn't that it was a flop. That should have been a no call.
Oh.
I mean,
well, it's in the record books as an offensive foul. 12-5 Illinois, 14-12 to go here in the first half. Across the timeline, here comes Terrence Hill Jr., guarded by Stojakovic. Back with a pass to Jennings. Behind the back dribble. Lost it. Stolen by Davis. Ahead to Stojakovic. To the rim. And the shot is blocked from behind. No goaltending. And the ball is knocked out of bounds off of Virginia Commonwealth.
No, good chase down block, but great job. You see Jake Davis diving on the ball, getting the possession. This is what you want to see from this Illinois team. A lot of intentional energy.
And the Illini able to knock that ball loose. A little fancy dribbling there by Virginia Commonwealth. Davis ahead to Stojakovic, had it blocked. Out of bounds. 13:50 for the half. 12-5 Illinois. Stojakovic to the rim. Banked it up and in. The nice kiss off the glass.
Body by flex, baby. Run right through him.
Stojakovic with his first 2. He had 9 the other night. And the Illini are up 14-5. Here with 13.5 to go first half. Left wing with it. Driving in is Tyrell Ward, who's in. Jump pass right corner. This is Michael Bell, who's checked in.
Give me that.
He drives. Left-handed layup. Missed it. Rebound to Humrickhouse. He roared in there from the right corner. Grabs the rebound. Here is Wagler. Out between the circles. Wagler to the right wing. Step back 3 is no good. Air ball. He got knocked down. But I don't see a foul, or is there? No, there is not. No, just an air ball out of bounds. Grant Underwood's pleading his case. coaches usually point and then they point to the other end. And they say, well, why aren't you calling it down there? I think that's the common theme. 13 minutes for the first half, 14-5 Illinois. VCU with the ball, pull up by Hill, had it blocked by Stojakovic. The Illini get it back. Wagler spears it. Ahead to Andre. Left wing, down from us. Backing his man downhill. In the paint, leads in, jumper. Missed it, but a foul. He missed it, but he was fouled. And
again, I love the patience, Brian. He could have pushed that up, but where his advantage is using his size and his strength. And he just stopped, back heel down, and got right where he wanted to get to. He got the shot up.
Points in the paint are 10-2. Illinois shooting 60%. Virginia Commonwealth 2 of 13. That's 15%. Stojakovic 2 shots, but he missed the first one. Stojakovic misses the first one to the left. Mirkovic back in. Humrick House out. Boswell is in for Wagler. 14-5 Illinois. The Illini as a team 80% roughly for the year from the line. Stojakovic at 83%. But he missed the first one. Second one is good. He has 3 points. Tomislav has 4. Mirkovic has 4. 15-5. The Illini lead is 10. Right wing with it is Ward. Going to shoot a 3 for the Rams. They're cold. He missed it. Rebound Stojakovic. The Illini controlling the glass. Stojakovic up the right side of the court. Gets a pick from Big Z. Cuts to the rim. Layup is missed, but he was fouled.
Love it, Brian.
I think we could do that all night.
And that's what I want. You and I have talked about this. That's what I want Stojakovic to do every single time. Unless there's a wall set up where you can't get there, his ability to get to the basket and play with physicality and athleticism is second to almost none.
Stojakovic back to the line. He was 1 of 2. He's made 91 free throws, and now he's made 92 for the year. He's got 4 points. That's the first one. And the lead is 11 for Illinois. It's 16-5. 12:25 to go in the first half. Second one, Stojakovic, is good. He's off to a fast start. Illini with some pressure in the backcourt. Stojakovic and Davis there to greet the Rams. Brandon Jennings, 6'4". Gets it back from Michael Bell. Now Jennings with a drive, pass in the left corner. Driving in is Barry Evans. Leans in, shot blocked by Big Z. Knocks it ahead to Stojakovic, who nearly double dribbled. He stays with it at midcourt. Stojakovic driving. Back out to Mirkovic. 3-ball. Missed it. Missed it left. Rebound. Rams. Here they come. Up the court. Bell. Bell dribbling into traffic. Left wing gets it to Ward. Underneath over Big Z. Had it blocked again, but tapped out. Picked up by Hill beyond the three-point line for the Rams. Or they're really struggling from the field until now as Evans hits a 3. From the right corner, Barry Evans for the year at 32%. And it's 17-8. The Rams really had been scuffling, shooting under 20%. Now Boswell dribbles right. Evans jumps out on him to Mirkovic. It's against the man-to-man. Mirkovic driving, passing, right corner 3. Boswell, and he drained it from the deep right corner. Boswell for 3, and the Illini lead is 20-8. Boswell drains the 3. Here come the Rams. Bell thinking about it too much. Beyond the arc, right side to Jennings. Top of the key 3. Jennings is good. Brandon Jennings, he can shoot it 44% from the arc. And it's 20-11 in favor of the Fighting Illini. 10:49 left, first half. Boswell talking to Mirkovic. Mirkovic to Stojakovic in the left corner. Back out to midcourt to Boswell. Boswell with a headband. Right wing dribble drive, crossover against Bell. Layup, had it blocked. Rebound on the floor as they fight for it. Big Z's down there. Evans comes out of there with it. Gets it ahead to Hill. Fast break to Bell. Alley-oop and a slam dunk by Tyrell Ward. The former LSU Tiger elevates and slams it in. And here come the Rams. They're not going to go away, by the way. Just FYI. 10-10 for the half. 20-13 Illinois. Mirkovic guarded by a smaller Jennings. Inside, lost the ball. I think a foul on...
No, I got Jennings on the grab.
Okay. Thought they were going to call it on Mirkovic. There was a lot of arms flailing around out there. And with that, we'll get the under 12 timeout. 10:04 to go first half. Illinois jumped out 11-2, 15-5, and 20-8. As you cheer on the orange and blue tonight, remember to enjoy the refreshing taste of Coke Zero Sugar, because fan work is thirsty work. It is on Hill. He gets his first foul tonight. 20-13, Illinois leading Virginia Commonwealth on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Health is a precious thing. And when it comes to deciding who to trust with yours, you can count on Carl. On your life's journey, count on care beyond our walls with mobile medicine, virtual health, and community partnerships delivering personalized care. When you're not sure what's next, count on clinical excellence today, because we're researching and investing in the care of tomorrow. And when you need someone by your side, count on highly specialized care close to home. Carl Health will be the neighbor you can count on.
Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap and earn up to 5% cash back through Venmo Stash, a new rewards program where the more you do, the more you get. Get your Venmo debit card today and start earning rewards with Venmo Stash. No monthly fee, no minimum balance. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. Select schools available. Venmo Stash bundle terms and exclusions apply at venmo.me/stash terms. Max $100 cash back per month.
Whether your project is below ground, above ground, or you're just breaking ground, United Rentals has the equipment and tools you need. We rent and sell everything from forklifts and backhoes to scissor lifts and portable job site trailers. We also offer a complete range of industrial tools for any job, small or large. Count on United Rentals for the world's largest fleet, backed by a team of equipment experts. We service your owned equipment even if you didn't buy it from us. For the branch nearest you, visit UnitedRentals.com or call 800-UR-RENTS.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Hey, this broadcast of the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship authorized under broadcast rights granted by the NCAA through Westwood One. It's intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. The Illini advantage, Illinois Farm Bureau advantage, is Illinois 20. VCU 13, 10:04 to go here in the first half. Tonight's game brought to you by the College of Aces, improving lives and sustaining the future. And also by the Illini Cashback Card. Earn cashback all day, every day with the official credit card of the Fighting Illini. Visit IlliniCard.org. Humrickhouse, Mirkovic, Boswell, Ivicic, and Wagler. The five on the floor for the Illini in the script orange. Got a little bit of a later start than planned due to TV, I guess, and the Illini have roared out of the gate quickly. Here is Humrickhouse, right wing, out top to Tommy. Shoots a three and buried it from the right wing. Tomislav Ivicic. He didn't score in the first half on Thursday. And the lead back out to 10 at 23-13 Illinois.
Always good to see the big fella get one going. When he,
Here is Tracy to Djokovic, and he lost the handle. Turnover. Coming the other way, Wagler for three. Short. Rebound tapped out of the hands of Wagler. Fast break to Hill, who hits the layup. Well, the Illini had a break one way, but they couldn't finish it. And the quicker Rams beat them to it, and Hill winds up with a layup. He's got 5. 23-15, the Illini lead is 8. Here is Boswell to the right wing. Under 10 minutes to go in the half. Right baseline, here is Tomislav Ivicic. Kicks it out to Boswell. Back down low to Tommy. Tommy had it poked away and stolen. And it looked to me like it went off the foot of number 2 over there, Tracy. But I think a foul?
Yeah, he called a foul
on
Tommy.
Okay. That would give Tommy 2. So Tommy will sit down. Big Z will check in. By the way, we're told, and we don't have a replay monitor near us, but Nick Lewis landed on the foot of a teammate. That's why his ankle was injured. 23-15, Illinois. Here's a drive by Evans. Left baseline, lob inside to Djokovic. Boswell tries to poke it away. Deflected out top, picked up by Djokovic. Gets it to Terrence Hill Jr. 10 to shoot. Boswell jumps up in his grill. Right wing to Ward. Right corner to Evans for three, and he rimmed it. Rebound inside, put up and missed. Follow is good, though. In close by Tracy and or Tyrell Ward. Both of them were there. We'll see who they credited.
Yeah, they're going to get that to 15. He was above the rim and tipped that bad boy in.
23-17, so that would be Ward. Illinois' lead is down to 6. It's been as big as 10. Wagler in the lane, leans in, can't fire. Out top to Humrickhouse. Right wing to Keaton Wagler, 8 to shoot. Down the lane, Keaton. He is tied up. Possession arrow. Should be Illinois, and it is. Illini crowd wants a foul, but they're not going to get it.
They're being physical and they're playing physical with him, but Hill didn't have his hands in there, and I think that was the thing that saved him.
Wagler to inbound it. Illini with 4 seconds to shoot. 8:06 for the half, leading by 6. Lob to Mirkovic. 3, does he know? 2, 1. Scoop shot, missed it. Rebound, Big Z, and I think he may have been over the top.
I don't like that call at all.
Mirkovic tried the little scoop, the little dipsy-do there along the right baseline. And then Big Z going up for the rebound gets a foul. So 2 on Tomislav. We get 1 on Big Z, and we get the under 8 timeout. 7:59 to go first half here in Greenville. Illinois 23, Virginia Commonwealth 17. This is Fighting Illini basketball from Learfield.
What matters to you matters to us. That's why Busey takes the time to understand your goals and build solutions that fit your priorities. From everyday banking to long-term planning, our team is here to help you navigate every stage with care and expertise. We're more than a bank. We're your neighbor, your advisor, your advocate. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Oh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
It's time to trade up. A job is just a place you go to work. A career is a path that moves you forward. Trade your job for a career in welding, HVAC, medical assisting, dental assisting, and more with hands-on training at Midwest Technical Institute. At MTI, you don't just get an education. You learn a valuable set of skills you can build on for a lifetime. It's time to trade up. Get the training you need for your new career at MTI.
I'm attorney Howard Ankin, a proud University of Illinois graduate. My mom and dad, aunts and uncles, many cousins, all Illini. And now, my son started his freshman year. At Ankin Law, we obtain compensation and justice for our clients involved in auto truck rideshare accidents, work injuries, fall injuries, and medical mistakes. At Ankin Law, we're here to help. The movie Risky Business said it best. It looks like Ankin Law. Call 312-6-million.
Now the Illinois Farm Bureau advantage. Illinois 23, Virginia Commonwealth 17. The Illini have led wire to wire so far. There has been one tie. I guess one tie there along the way. The Illini shooting 50%. 30% for Virginia Commonwealth, who's been shooting it better, though. They've hit 5 of their last 7 shots. Turnovers, Illinois with 4. Rebounds are 13-11 Illinois. And the points in the paint are 10-8. Virginia Commonwealth was down 10. They've cut it to 6. And they get the foul there on Big Z right before the break. They hold it out top. Barry Evans, who has 5 points, to Djokovic. Big number 17, the Serbian, hands it off to Hill, guarded by Boswell. Now to Tracy. Mirkovic on him. 10 to shoot. Long three. Hill is no good. Rebound tapped around and grabbed by Wagler. On his back was Ward. They didn't call it. Wagler across the March Madness logo at midcourt. 7:28 for the half. Illinois' lead is 23-17. Wagler dribbling to the right. Back to the left. Bad pass. Tried to hit Mirkovic, and a slam dunk by Evans at the other end. He's got 7. I told you they're not going to go away. 23-19 Illinois.
That should have been the alley-oop right there when he had Big Z rolling. Just missed him.
Boswell to the left wing with a pass to Wagler. Off to our left. 7 minutes for the half. VCU has cut the lead down to 4. 23-19 Illinois. Boswell dribbling. Rolls left. Lost the handle. Had it stolen. Another turnover. And again, this is a very good team with a lot of turnovers. Drive, pass, left corner. Evans for 3. Missed it. Rebound to Keaton Wagler. Dodged a bullet there. That would have cut it to 1.
We're not in flow right now, Brian. I mean, we're getting up and we're stopping and playing against a half-court defense.
Wagler to Mirkovic, top of the key for 3, missed it, no good. Rebound, Big Z couldn't grab it. Here comes Virginia Commonwealth. Illinois hasn't scored in 3 minutes. Hill with a drive, got fouled on the floor by Keaton Wagler as he drove into traffic, I think.
Yeah, that's
it.
That's
is
the
on
right
Wagler,
call.
okay.
Even though he grabbed the ball, Brian. But, you know, I'm not the ref.
Stojakovic checks in, so we go a little smaller here.
Try to keep up with it.
Yeah, Humrickhouse, Stojakovic, Mirkovic, and then Boswell and Wagler. We haven't seen this a whole lot. Usually one of the Ivasic or both of the twins are in. The Illini haven't scored in 3 minutes. They've had 3 turnovers. 23-19 Illinois with 6:22 to go first half. Rams on the inbound. Lob, Hill way out top to Bell. Again, Lewis got hurt in the first minute. Drive by Hill in the corner to Jennings. Air ball on the 3. Loose ball to Boswell. Illini want to push it. 3-on-3. Right wing Wagler. Right corner Stojakovic for 3.
Oh.
Halfway down and came out. Rebound to Wagler. Back to Boswell. The Illini reset. Wagler down the lane. Layup is no good. Rebound to Virginia Commonwealth. They went in there, but it wouldn't go down. Coming the other way is Hill to the basket. Layup, got it.
There's a lot of contact, Brian.
Hill has 7. 23-21. 8-0 run. 13-3, and the VCU fans are on their feet. Here is Boswell. The Illini in a drought. And the quicker Rams are knocking the ball away. 23-21 Illinois. Now another steal almost. Knocked out of bounds. Off of, the officials don't know.
But how do you not know?
Number 2, Tracy. And I think they're giving it to...
That's impossible.
VCU. We may challenge this one.
What are they looking at?
Brad Underwood's like, what? What? That's like the wait, what?
He dove up under him and knocked the ball out of bounds.
All right, the Illini in a little trouble here. 23-21 to leading by 2, but they roared out 11-2, 15-5, and 20-8. So that's a 13-3 run. The Illini missed their last 5 shots. Now a couple of those were halfway down and came out. They give the ball to VCU. May have called a foul on Mirkovic too. Here's a drive. Hill, left wing out top. Bell. They can tie or take the lead here. Ward to Bell. 12 to shoot. Now in the paint. Ward shot up and blocked. Gets it back. Put it in anyway. And he ties the game. 23 all. Illinois and Virginia Commonwealth. Here is Boswell for the Illini. Down the lane. Head fake up. Put it up. Wouldn't go in, but a foul. Well, the Illini are playing small ball here. They're now Ivasic checked back in. Tommy did. So they had the experiment there for a little bit. So on that ball, I guess, out of bounds, they called a foul on Mirkovic.
Well, did they really?
Yeah, that's what it says here on the sheet.
Brian, that's why we sit over here and wear the orange and white polos.
Free throw up, no good by Boswell. Now the Illini they've got a 5-minute scoring drought here. After shooting so splendidly, they're now down to 42%. 3 of 9 from 3. They've missed 3 free throws. 4:52 for the half, 23 all, Illinois and VCU. Free throw up and good for Kylan Boswell. 80% for the year. He's got 4 points. VCU has not led in this game. 24-23. Let's keep it that way, shall we?
Exactly.
Here is Hill Jr. He's the guy that makes it run. Here's to Bell. Tommy out on him. Bell down the lane, nearly traveled. In trouble. Gets it to Hill. Terrence Hill Jr. guarded by Boswell. Flips it out to Bell. 4 to shoot. 3 right baseline in the paint with 2. With 1 he missed it. Nothing but orange shirts. Good defense by Illinois, particularly by Tommy. 4:18 for the half. 24-23 Illinois. Stojakovic to the paint. Fouled on the way in. How many fouls are they up to now? That's 7. And there's a lot of them.
Well, there should have been about a good 10 to 15 more. I mean, they're letting them play, Brian, so I can't complain too much. Well, we just got to play and finish through the contact. That's why I like Stojakovic attacking, going into the body.
Stojakovic 5 points, 3 of 4 from the foul line. 2 shots, first one, got it. Stojakovic with 6. Tomislav Ivicic with 7. Again, the Illini jumped out of the gate quickly. 11-2, 15-5, and 20-8. And now Tommy will sit down, and Big Z is back in. Tommy with 2 fouls. Mirkovic with 2 fouls. 25-23 after the first free throw. Illinois up by 2. Second one is good. He hit them both. The lead is 3. It was 10 a couple of times. But VCU was down 19 the other night to North Carolina, so they can come back. And they have. Barry Evans. Djokovic guarded by Boswell. Hands it off to Terrence Hill. Guarded by Humrickhouse. Going to shoot a 3 over him and hit it. Terrence Hill, who had 34 the other night, ties the game again at 26. Here is Wagler. Gets a pick from Big Z. Gets it back to Big Z, who shoots a 3. Missed it. Rebound, Virginia Commonwealth. They can take their first lead. Fast break, Ward lost the handle out of bounds just as he was driving in right baseline. Right out of bounds. Turnover, Virginia Commonwealth. Illinois got 7 of those, by the way. We take a break. 3:35 to go in the first half. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. Don't settle for just any insurance. When there's State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Back to Greenville in a moment. Illinois tied with Virginia Commonwealth at 26 on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
You may not think it matters all that much where your lawyer's from, but after you're injured, having a lawyer who knows Central Illinois, who knows your doctors, and where you're being treated makes all the difference to big insurance. And it makes all the difference to getting the money you need and deserve. At Konoski Bresney, we pride ourselves on being from here and knowing what it takes to help someone from this community when they need it most. We know Central Illinois, and we are Konoski Bresney.
Our beloved veteran-owned 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now available in every single stadium on game day at the University of Illinois. Also, check your local stores for our Illini Orange 6-packs and 12-pack variety packs featuring watermelon, peach, blue raspberry, and green apple today. To find your favorite location, check our store locator at hardafseltzer.com.
Life is about moving forward. Stand still and you get past. Your next move isn't always obvious. Like the move to the Air National Guard. In the Air Guard, you get a steady paycheck, learn career skills, make valuable contacts, even become eligible for college tuition assistance, all while serving your country and community. Learn what civilian employers want and earn the resume they look for when you visit goang.com. It's your move.
Every Illini fan knows the right team makes all the difference. The same's true for your health. Carl Health puts the right team on the court for you with the doctors, hospitals, and specialists you know and trust. So when you pick health insurance, make sure you choose a plan that has Carl Health in network. Visit ChooseCarlHealth.org to stay connected to the care teams who are there for you, your family, and your community. Choose a health plan that keeps you in the game. Choose CARLE Health.org.
Hey, at Premium, we're focused on building a better future through nature and science for our employees or customers in our communities. Learn more about our plant-based purpose. Visit Premium.com. Brian Barnhart with Deion Thomas. Illinois came flying out of the gate. VCU was struggling with Illinois' size, but the Illini started struggling with VCU's speed and quick hands. The Illini led 9-2 at the first time out. Counted all the way up 11-2, 15-5, and 20-8, but now they're tied at 26. Let's pause 10 seconds. Allow our network stations to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station ID on Illinois basketball from Learfield. Illini on the inbound. 3.5 minutes to go first half. Tied at 26. Here is Boswell. Cuts to the rim. Head fake. Up. Blocked. And he traveled. He was going up against number 15, Tyrell Ward, and ball goes back to VCU. Illini with no field goals the last 6.5 minutes.
And 8 turnovers total, Brian. One of the keys of the game. Do not turn the ball over.
Hill dribbling, bobbing, weaving, pulling, up and shooting and scoring. And Terrence Hill puts VCU ahead for the first time tonight. 28-26 Virginia Commonwealth. Boswell out near midcourt. Illini were up 10 at half the other night. Left wing to Stojakovic. Stojakovic behind the back dribble, cuts to the rim and slams it in.
Oh my God.
Oh, he slams it in. Stojakovic says enough of this.
Oh, where'd that come from?
That was nearly a 7-minute field goal drought. Hammers it home. 28 all. 3 ball is no good. A brick by Hill from 30 feet out. Rebound to Illinois. Big Z gets it to Wagler. The Illini can retake the lead. Wagler for the lead for 3, missed it. Short. Humrickhouse trying to save it, and he can't. He bats it into Camarillo. 2:20 left in the half, tied at 28. Illinois and Virginia Commonwealth. Boswell, Stojakovic, Ivasic, Wagler, and Humrickhouse. Again, Mirkovic and Tommy are on the bench with 2 fouls each. Hill gets it to Djokovic. 2:12 for the half. Hill goes around Boswell, and he threw it out of bounds. He was trying to hit a teammate, Evans, over there, who thought Hill was doing something else because it went right by his head.
Yeah, a little bit different when you got Colin Boswell defending you. But you're right. It was a great help in the corner. Ben showed that he was going to help, and the defender just tried to cut back door, and Hill just threw that thing right out of bounds.
Illini missed 7 of their last 8 shots, had a nearly 7-minute field goal drought. Here is Stojakovic. 2 minutes for the half. Stojakovic probing, looking for an opening. Stutter step, lost the handle, gets it back. 12 to shoot. All the way to the rim, shot up and in. Counted and one. Counted and one for Stojakovic.
Let's go, Stoic, go. I see you, baby.
Boy, he is taking over right now. He's the offense.
Can't do nothing with him, Brian. Too athletic, too much size.
He's got 11. And he puts that one up and in, and the and one coming up for Stojakovic to make it 30-28, 31-28 as he drains the free throw. He didn't even look at anybody else.
Oh, I don't want him to, Brian.
Yeah. 31-28 Illinois. The Illini lead has been as big as 12, by the way. 20-8. Pass, right corner, 3 ball is no good. Rebound weak side, Stojakovic. Gets it to Boswell, and nearly had it stolen by Ward. Boy, they got quick hands. Boswell guarded by Ahmad Noel, who is in the game. Noel. Now to Stojakovic. Is he going to go one-on-one again? Yes, he is. To the rim. Fadeaway shot is good. Stojakovic with 2 more. And it's 33-28. The Illini lead is 5 again. Pull up for 3, left wing. Too hard by Hill. Rebound to Big Z with a minute to go in the half. A 7-0 run for the Illini. The lead has been as big as 12. They're up 5 again. Here is Stojakovic. They try to put a man on him. That's Knoll. Stojakovic lost the dribble. Nearly had it stolen. Trouble at midcourt. Flings it ahead to Humrickhouse. Right wing three is no good. Rebound out of bounds to Illinois. Big Z was battling for it. Goes off of Virginia Commonwealth. 33-28 Illinois, the lead by 5. The winner to the Sweet 16, and now Brad Underwood's going to call a timeout. 38.6 on the clock, 20 to shoot. And the Illini back up 5. So quite an ebb and flow to this game, and you can see the chess pieces.
Yes.
And it was too bad Lewis went down in the first minute, the freshman. Nick Lewis of Virginia Commonwealth, the freshman of the year in the A-10. We have not seen him back out there, I don't think. Illinois roared out 11-2, 15-5, and 28, but then didn't hit a field goal for 7 minutes. Stojakovic has been driving in repeatedly and getting fouled. He's up to 14 points, 6 of 7 from the foul line. And the Illini suddenly now with a 5-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, when we're able to find those mismatches, which Stojakovic, there's very few people that will be able to stay in front of him in the country. That's why they tried to come out and double team him at half court. Let's get the ball out of his hands and force somebody else to do it. But when Illinois is getting downhill, especially with him or Kylan Boswell, they're able to create and find some things, you know, within whether it's scoring or probing and getting the ball to the other people. And Stoiko is just taking over, man. He's been exciting.
Yeah, last night it was Mirkovic. Mirkovic has 4 points and a couple of fouls. The total rebounds, 22-16 Illinois plus 6. Offensive rebounds, 7-5 Virginia Commonwealth. And 14 all now points in the paint. We've had 2 lead changes and 4 ties. Virginia Commonwealth's lead was at 28-26. Illinois got it up to 12 at 20-8, but then that evaporated. And the Rams made that comeback, and again steals. Virginia Commonwealth with 6. They've also got 2 blocks. Last night they had 5 steals and 5 blocks, hit 11 threes. The Rams are 4 of 17 from 3. The Illini 3 out of 12 from 3. Leading by 5 over Virginia Commonwealth. And I always say it, when a team has won as many games, and they're 28-7, they have more wins than Illinois does.
Yeah.
Now a different schedule, I understand, the Big Ten compared to the A-10. But they've lost 1 time since early January.
Yeah, they're a team that expects to win.
They expect to win.
They expect to win. They didn't come into tonight's game saying, okay, let's hang around. You know, they really think and thought that feel that they're going to win this game. And this is why we have to match that same energy. This is why we can't give them extra opportunities. You know, one of the keys to the game, as I mentioned, can't turn over the ball. When they made that run, we had 3 or 4 live ball turnovers, which led to baskets on the other end, and this is why they got 10 points off of our turnovers.
Illini Nation checking in with us. Cookeville, Tennessee, the big screen TV, Sarasota, Florida, Lincoln Park, New Jersey, Monterey, Wisconsin, Palm Beach, Florida, Scottsdale, Arizona, Orange Beach, Alabama, all listening in tonight. Tampa, Florida, Tempe, Arizona, pacing. The Illini with the inbound to Stojakovic. Here he goes. Pull up from 10 is good. He got the bounce, and Stojakovic has scored 16 of Illinois' points. And there's about a second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Last night it was the Mirkovic show. Tonight it's the Stojakovic show.
And that's one of the beautiful things about this team, Brian. Anyone can go off on any given night. We've seen Pete Wagler with 46, and we've seen him with 10. But yet it was somebody else that stepped up and played big. And tonight it looked like it's Stojakovic's turn.
If you'd like to sync us up to the TV in the comfort of your own home, go to syncmygame.com. And Carl Health is our postseason sponsor for the Fighting Illini men's basketball team. Carl Health, the official healthcare provider of Fighting Illini Athletics. Should have the women starting here pretty soon, about a half hour, I think, out in Nashville. I know Josh Whitman was hoping to be able, depending on the schedule, to see the men and the women at the same time, but on the same day, but the schedule didn't work out.
Yeah, he did that last year. He and Howard Milton made those trips back and forth to see both teams. So that just shows you how great our athletic department is, Brian. They just support all across the board.
Illini were up 20-8. VCU went on a 13-3 run. The Illini are right now on a 9-0 run, fueled by Andrei Stojakovic. 35-28 Illinois. Shot clock and game clock are basically identical. So Barry Evans will handle it out top. Out there with him is number 15. That's Tyrell Ward. Clock down to 11. They double team at midcourt. Here's a feed to Tracy. Left wing to Hill. 6 to shoot. Right wing Tracy. 3-ball is no good. Rebound, Big Z. And that'll do it for the first half. The Illini in the half on a 9-0 run. Wagler with a heave from three-quarter court that actually hit the rim, but I don't think it would have counted.
No, but it was pretty, though.
It was close. It looked nice. And 35-28, the Illini lead is 7. Okay, well, we made it through the first half. Great start, a little wobbly in the middle, but Stojakovic with 16 first half points. And you think about the big games he's had this year.
Oh, yeah.
When he's had big games, they've been really big.
And Brian, we've talked about it, man. He was that guy last year at Cal. And, so we know he has the ability. I love when he's aggressive the way he is and he doesn't take that back seat to anyone, because he has that ability to really get things going and get things cooking very quickly.
He had 26 against Alabama, 20 against Long Island. He had 24 against Rio Grande Valley, had 30 against Maryland, had 22 against USC, 21 against Oregon this year. Texas trying to beat Gonzaga 72-68, and I think they're going to do it.
There it is.
Yeah, out in the regional out there, and a layup good for Texas. They win it just about 2 seconds left.
Game.
And that will do it, and that is an upset, I would say. Texas was in the first 4, hit a last-second jumper to win there in Dayton, and now they're going to the Sweet 16, right? Yeah, Texas is in. They knock out Gonzaga. Here, 35-28, Illinois leading Virginia Commonwealth at the end of the first half. The Illini shoot 46%. VCU at 32%. That's what I get for trying to follow 2 games at once. And the rebounds, 23-16. Illinois with the +7 advantage. Stojakovic, 16 points, takes us to the locker room. At the half, Illinois 35, Virginia Commonwealth 28. Halftime show is next on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Want to help pull the plug on cyber terrorists or work with satellites and other space technology? How about learning the avionics inside stealth fighters? You can do it, serving part-time in the Air National Guard. In the Air Guard, you'll earn extra cash and money for college while gaining high-tech skills in one of nearly 200 career specialties. Call the Illinois Air National Guard at 1-800-TOGOANG or visit goang.com/IL.
Illinois fans, it's time to elevate your game day with Oski Light Lager, an ILL IPA, crafted by Distill Brewery just for you, the loyal Illinois supporter. Crisp, refreshing, and brewed with the spirit of the Illini and the heart of our alma mater. It's the perfect way to hail to the orange and blue. Whether you're at the game, tailgating, or cheering from home, Distill is a proud partner of Illinois Athletics. Please enjoy responsibly. Distill Brewery, Normal, Illinois.
IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council serve our local communities with pride and dedication. Our well-trained and highly skilled members set the standard for quality craftsmanship across industrial, commercial, and residential industries. IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council. Together, we are building the Illini.
The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences at the University of Illinois is where curiosity drives impact. In LAS, bold thinking doesn't just inspire learning, it powers everything the college does, across disciplines and across communities. LAS turns big questions into breakthrough discoveries, driving change in science, society, and the ideas that shape our future. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, where curiosity drives impact. Find out more at go.illinois.edu/LAS.
Fighting Illini basketball is brought to you by the University of Illinois Geese College of Business. Also brought to you by your local Ford dealers. This is the Geese Business Halftime Show on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
And brought to you by the Geese College of Business tonight. Experienced faculty, immediate return on investment. Flexible programs to fit your needs and your budget. Learn more at geesebusiness.illinois.edu. Brian Barnhart with Dion Thomas. Halftime score, Illinois up 7. The lead has been as big as 12. It was 20-8. And VCU started 1 of 7 from the field. They ended the half on a 3-minute scoring drought. Illinois went without a field goal for about 7 minutes, but they kept driving in, particularly Stojakovic. And the Illini got a lot of free throws there. They went 8 of 11 from the free throw line. And Stojakovic, let's see, it was Boswell hit a free throw. It's 24-23. Then Stojakovic hit 2 free throws. And then a Hill jumper, another Hill jumper. Put the Rams up 2. And then Stojakovic with a dunk. Stojakovic with a layup. Stojakovic with a free throw on the and one. Stojakovic with a jumper and another jumper in the paint for Andre Stojakovic. And so he leads all scorers with 16. And Terrence Hill Jr., 12 to lead the VCU Rams in the first half. 35-28 is the Illini lead at the half by 7. It's been as big as 12. Let's get our Carl Sports Medicine Minute. Get that ready to go here for you. Again, the halftimes are a little bit longer than they are during the regular season. Some other scoring, 16 Stojakovic, 7 for Tomislav Ivasic, but he also got 2 fouls. Remember that play out of bounds where it looked like the Rams had reached in and knocked the ball away, and we thought, well, it's clearly out of bounds on VCU, which it was, but there was a foul on Mirkovic. So he had 4 points and 2 fouls in that first half. And let's see, Wagner with 1.4 rebounds. Boswell 4 points. Humrichhaus was nothing of 1 for 3. Had an open 3 that didn't go in. And Jake Davis 1 for 1 from 3 for the Illini. Let's go to our Carl Sports Medicine Minute.
Hi, it's Scott Beatty with a Carl Sports Medicine Medical Minute. Today, we're talking about interventional pain with Dr. Ri Zhang, an interventional pain management specialist at the Carl Neuroscience Institute. Dr. Zhang, it's estimated that at least 100 million Americans live with chronic pain. When should a patient come see an interventional pain specialist like yourself?
So, if the patient has tried therapy and medications and their pain is still significant, they could come to see me. We evaluate patients and tailor treatments to each individual.
What areas of chronic pain are often treated?
Back pain, neck pain, and joint pain are most common ones, such as sciatica, spinal stenosis, and degenerative disc disease.
What kinds of injections are available?
Many, such as epidural steroid injection, nerve blocks, radiofrequency ablation, and spinal cord stimulator.
Find out more at carl.org. Carl, the official sports medicine provider of Fighting Illini Athletics.
Halftime score on the Geese Halftime Show. Illinois leads it 35-28 over the Virginia Commonwealth University Rams. And this is the Geese Halftime Show on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
2 million brain cells die every minute during a stroke. Carl Health wants to remind you of the 6 simple signs of a stroke. We call it Be Fast, and it stands for balance lost, eyes blurred, faces drooping, arms are weak, speech is slurred, and terrible headache. If you or someone you know are experiencing these symptoms, call 911 immediately. Be fast, and together we can save lives. Learn more at carl.org/stroke.
Every Illini fan knows the right team makes all the difference. The same's true for your health. Carl Health puts the right team on the court for you with the doctors, hospitals, and specialists you know and trust. So when you pick health insurance, make sure you choose a plan that has Carl Health in network. Visit ChooseCarlHealth.org to stay connected to the care teams who are there for you, your family, and your community. Choose a health plan that keeps you in the game. Choose CarleHealth.org.
IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council serve our local communities with pride and dedication. Our well-trained and highly skilled members set the standard for quality craftsmanship across industrial, commercial, and residential industries. IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council. Together, we are building the Illini.
Our beloved veteran-owned 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now available in every single stadium on game day at the University of Illinois. Also, check your local stores for our Illini Orange 6-packs and 12-pack variety packs featuring watermelon, peach, blue raspberry, and green apple today. To find your favorite location, check our store locator at hardafseltzer.com.
Illinois Farm Bureau advantage here at the well, as they call it. In Greenville, South Carolina, is Illinois 35, VCU 28. This halftime show brought to you by the Geese College of Business. Explore your purpose, learn how to put into practice in our world-class undergrad and grad programs, including flexible online options, geesebusiness.illinois.edu. Nebraska just underway in their game, by the way. Illini women will be starting here soon in about 15 minutes or so, out in Nashville, Tennessee. And let's see here. Again, Michigan beat St. Louis today, 95-72. High Point's playing Arkansas. The Huskers off to a 14-4 lead over Vanderbilt. Duke beat TCU here, 81-58. Houston over Texas A&M, 88-57. Michigan State a winner over Louisville today. And again, Texas has just knocked off Gonzaga. Illinois, the 3 seed. The VCU Rams, the 11th seed, who knocked off the 6-seeded North Carolina Tar Heels. Duke, the top seed, with the win earlier today against the Horned Frogs, although that game was tied at 44 in the second half. And then the Blue Devils went on a huge run. I think it was like 20-3, and went on to win the game. Here, the Illini bolted out quickly. VCU couldn't buy a basket. The Illini were up 11-2, 15-5. The lead got as big as 8 at 20-8. Illinois led for about 15, 16 minutes. VCU did have a brief lead by 2 points, 28-26, but the Illini into the half on a 9-0 run and to kind of reestablish control here in the second round of the tournament. 35-28 Illinois over VCU, and this is the Geese Business Halftime Show from Learfield.
It's time to trade up. A job is just a place you go to work. A career is a path that moves you forward. Trade your job for a career in welding, HVAC, medical assisting, dental assisting, and more with hands-on training at Midwest Technical Institute. At MTI, you don't just get an education. You learn a valuable set of skills you can build on for a lifetime. It's time to trade up. Get the training you need for your new career at MTI.
Yuengling Traditional Lager, a beer that, like true legends, stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from your favorite bar, Yuengling is the taste of tradition. Yuengling, legends stand the test of time.
Looking for a job that checks all the boxes? How about competitive salaries, flexible hours, and outstanding benefits? You can find it all and more with a career in Illinois state government. Whether you're in tech, healthcare, education, or skilled trades, there's a place for you. Real jobs, real impact, and real work-life balance. Find really great careers working for the state of Illinois. Visit work.illinois.gov and apply today.
Health is a precious thing. And when it comes to deciding who to trust with yours, you can count on Carl. On your life's journey, count on care beyond our walls with mobile medicine, virtual health, and community partnerships delivering personalized care. When you're not sure what's next, count on clinical excellence today because we're researching and investing in the care of tomorrow. And when you need someone by your side, count on highly specialized care close to home. Carl Health will be the neighbor you can count on.
Minute drought without a field goal until Stojakovic went up and slammed one in. That kind of opened the door to a 9-0 run for Illinois. VCU didn't score the last 3 minutes of the half. The Illinois Farm Bureau advantage is 7. Illinois 35-28 over VCU. By the way, the Rams making their way back on the court. And Nick Lewis, the outstanding freshman from Washington, D.C., landed on an ankle under the basket in the first minute of the game, is back on crutches. So, boy, you hate to see that. The freshman of the year in the A-10.
Yeah, you do.
We'll have to go without him.
Don't want to see anybody get hurt, as we talked about. It's hard to get here, so you want to make sure that you can play in it. And now they've lost that young man. That's a big loss for them, Brian. He's really, really important to that VCU squad.
Speaking of health, Carl Health is the postseason sponsor for the Fighting Illini men's basketball team. Carl Health, the official health care provider of Fighting Illini Athletics. We'll have more for you in a moment, and get ready for the second half coming up here in just a little bit. We are at halftime. Illinois 35, VCU 28. And this is the Geese Business Halftime Show from Learfield.
I did my research about the nursing home I put my mom in, but I'm not sure she's getting the care she needs.
What if I told you some nursing homes don't provide the right kind of care, and it can result in abuse and neglect for your loved ones?
Really? How do I find out what's going on?
You call Konoski Bresny. We help families find out what went wrong when they suspect their loved ones are being neglected or abused in a nursing home. Konoski Bresny, we get your worth.
The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences at the University of Illinois is where curiosity drives impact. In LAS, bold thinking doesn't just inspire learning, it powers everything the college does, across disciplines and across communities. LAS turns big questions into breakthrough discoveries, driving change in science, society, and the ideas that shape our future. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, where curiosity drives impact. Find out more at go.illinois.edu/LAS.
Flight by Yuengling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yuengling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
A lot of people compare farming to gambling.
For Illinois farmer Kenny Engeling, the Illinois Farm Bureau advantage stacks the odds in his favor.
With IFB in your corner, you now get a say in the house rules. Everyone at the ground level now has a say in what's actually happening.
The Illinois Farm Bureau advantage: impactful advocacy, trusted information, and meaningful development.
Brian Barnard with Deion Thomas here courtside at the Wellness Center, as they call it, the Well, here in Greenville, South Carolina. Beautiful day outside today. A lot of fans were out, packed in here again. Been a great host in Greenville. The Illini with the lead here at the half, 35-28. So kind of give me the elevator speech to describe that first half. What happened there? We started strong.
Definitely an elevator speech. Started strong. Kind of got out of our rhythm. They did turn up their defense, and so instead of moving the ball the way we were earlier, we started dribble. That always hurts us. And then you had 4 live ball turnovers, which turned into layups on the other end. And anytime that happens, you're in a world of trouble. So that lead went from a double-digit lead down to almost a tied game in a heartbeat. Can't turn the ball over. And another thing we have to do better, we talk about controlling the glass. They had 7 offensive rebounds. And I know for sure 4 of those were tip-ins, and so they scored baskets off of those. So got to make sure we rebound the basketball better and not turn it over.
Yeah, the points off of turnovers, 10.
Yeah.
For VCU, and then they had the 7 offensive rebounds, out rebounding Illinois that way. Now Illinois has a +7 advantage overall. All right, let's see here. Illini Nation checking in with us here as we get ready for the second half. The Mayor of Champagne's here behind the band, I guess. They tell us. Naples, Florida, Champaign, Tuscola, McPherson, Kansas, Hayward, Wisconsin, Vero Beach, Florida. This is on the News Gazette Facebook page. We got almost 800 people that have weighed in. I'm not going to read all those, but thank you for weighing in. Downers Grove, Hugo, Illinois, Colorado Springs, Indiana, Northeast Florida, Belleville checking in with us tonight. Somebody from Danville says they lived in Greenville 30 years ago.
And you moved?
Yeah, wow.
What were you
nice
thinking
place.
about?
Orange County, California, Fishers, Indiana, Heath, Texas, outside of Dallas, Naples, Florida, Decatur, Illinois, Kansas City, Missouri, Columbus, Indiana, listening in, Sarasota, Florida, Dwight, Illinois, Sacramento, Port Charlotte, Overland Park, Kansas, Terre Haute, Indiana, Elizabeth City, North Carolina, Pittsfield, Illinois, Oakwood, Mesa, Arizona, Savannah, Georgia, Mississippi. I'm torn, a listener says. I grew up in Champaign, lived there until I was 34. I now live in Richmond, Virginia.
You're not torn.
What should I do? Yeah.
There's only one way you go with that.
That's right. Just think orange.
Unless you're paying the tuition there, you're cheering for us.
Yeah. All right, the Illini with the lead here, 35-28. As they come out in the script orange jerseys, the Rams in the black. Again, they'll be without their freshman, Nick Lewis, who really badly banged up his ankles. So Terrence Hill Jr., who led them in scoring with 12, who normally doesn't start, will start the second half. So the Rams will inbound.
If they want any chance, then he has to start. He has to get them going really early. And Colin Boswell has to continue to do the job that he has done tonight. And pretty much has been shut down. I mean, Hill has 12, but I don't think he scored one basket on Colin Boswell as of yet.
Alan Mirkovic, who had the big double-double last night, only has 4 points. He got in foul trouble. So did Tommy, who got off to a fast start. Djokovic running it out top to Tracy. Left wing in the corner to Evans. Down low to Djokovic at 6'11" against Mirkovic. Leans in. Short jumper is no good.
Good block.
Good defense.
Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy blocked it from behind. Mirkovic the loose ball. And the Illini get a stop. They're on a 9-0 run dating back to the end of the first half. Here is Ivasic, holds it high. Backdoor cut Boswell. He was fouled by Tracy as he was driving in for a layup.
Great read. Excellent pass. The little pocket pass that Tommy was going to make. A hard cut from Colin Boswell. Need that on the other end.
The starters are out there for Illinois in the script orange. The winner gets Houston next Thursday night in Houston in the Sweet 16. Here's a lob. Wagler with a catch to Mirkovic. Trying to get it back to Keaton. Gets it to him at the free throw line. 15 to shoot. Wagler with a pick. Drives. Cut off right elbow. Out top to Mirkovic. Back to Wagler. 9 to shoot. Keaton with a drive. Step back three is good.
That's his money.
Wow, what a shot by Keaton Wagler. His first basket of the night. He had 1 point, and it's 38-28. Illinois the lead 10. Driving down the lane. Shot is up and blocked in there. Tracy had it knocked away. Here comes Boswell. Boswell up the court. Driving to the rim. Inside up and missed it. Ivasic grabs the rebound. To Mirkovic for 3. Yes! Mirkovic for 3.
And that's what you get when you offensive rebound the ball, Brian. You give yourself a second opportunity, and everyone's crunched in the paint. And they were able to find David for 3.
Illini fans on their feet, all corners of the building. 41-28, their biggest lead of 13. All of a sudden, in the lane, turnaround jumper is good by Evans. Barry Evans has 9.
Make him take a tough one. I don't mind that. Good job by Tommy.
That was a 15-0 run, by the way, for Illinois to stretch it out. Now it's 41-30. Here is Mirkovic with a catch and an alley-oop, and Tomislav is there for the flush. Nice little lob there and a slam dunk. by Tomislav Ivicic. He's got 9 points. Right wing Hill with a travel. Boswell there to hound him, and he went up and down and traveled and turns it over. The Illini get it back up 13, matching their biggest at 43-30.
Yeah, those feet got off the floor. Can't do that. You can only do that outside, Brian. You might be able to get away with it on the playground now.
Mirkovic with a beautiful assist to Ivicic on the last basket. Mirkovic bringing it up, guarded by Evans, gets it to Boswell. The Illini lead it 43-30, 17-40 left in the game. Boswell driving, step back, didn't fire. Now to Wagler, back to Kylan, 9 to shoot, pull up for 3. Kylan, too hard. Rebound to the corner. Wagler trying to save it. Out of bounds off of Wagler, who says, let's challenge it.
I thought it hit Keaton's foot before it went out of bounds.
Wagler says, let's check it. And they're going to challenge it, I think.
Well, we'll take a look at it.
We'll see. Well, it's a big possession here. The officials are huddling up. 17:27 left in this game. Packed house here in Greenville. In the final game here in this particular building in the South
Ball on the
region.
floor is red ball. It's being challenged by Illinois.
And by red, he means orange, by the way. 43-30 is the Illinois lead. A 9-0 run to end the half and a couple of threes to start the second half. And the Illini used that 15-0 run, and now they're up 13. All right, let's mention some sponsors here while they give us a break. From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites. Find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohls.com. And looking for bigger, bolder, better yields? FS Envision Seed Corn, FS ISOE soybeans, here to change the game. Our seed products deliver winning results every single time. Reach out to your local FS retailer. Visit fsseed.com to learn more. They're honoring service members here in the building, and the ones who are service members are standing, and everybody's applauding for that. Duke fans, TCU fans, Illinois and Virginia Commonwealth fans, even Ben Humrickhouse is applauding.
Yeah, I think that's one area we can all agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the Illini jumped out 11-2, 15-5, and 20-8. Then they didn't hit a field goal for 7 minutes. VCU jumped ahead 28-26. The Illini ended the first half on a 9-0 run, hit him with a 6-0 uppercut to start the second half. We're getting a review here. Wagler was trying to chase down a ball in the right corner with 17:27 left. And Wagler immediately said, no, let's check it. And the bench agreed. And we'll see if they win the challenge or not to keep the ball here on this end. 17:27 left here in the game. Illini shooting at 48%. They are 5 of 15 from 3. They're 8 of 11 from the foul line. VCU is 4 of 18 for 3. Now they usually shoot about 35% from 3. And again, this is a team that finished second, right behind St. Louis,
right
in the Atlantic 10.
They're good.
They're really good. And we saw with St. Louis, they hung with Michigan there for a while today. But Michigan is through to the Sweet 16, as is Michigan State. Nebraska was winning early in their game against Vanderbilt. The Illini women be starting here right about now in Nashville. We'll try to keep you posted on that as we go. Boswell, Davis, Mirkovic, Tomislav Ivicic, Keaton Wagner. I think Illinois may have won the challenge.
Looks like we're staying here.
I think we're going to get the word from the ref here right now.
After review, the call has been overturned. The ball is off Black's foot. The ball will be given to Illinois on the baseline with 20 on the shot clock. They retain their one challenge for the remainder of the game.
All right, so the Illini win the challenge. And Wagner will inbound it. Off to our right, a few feet from us in the corner. Wagner with a lob to Mirkovic with a catch. Guarded by Evans, gets it to Keaton. Wagner with a drive to the rim. Layup is no good. Rebound, Davis couldn't get it to go in. tapped it out of there. Rebound this time to Evans. Here he comes up the court for Virginia Commonwealth against Mirkovic. Trying to get that third foul on him. Flips it out to number 2 who's in. That's Jadarian Tracy, the former Oregon Duck. Djokovic back to Tracy. Tracy on the dribble, 10 to shoot. Pull up from 15 is good. Jadarian Tracy with his first 2. And with 16:50 left in the game, it's 43-32 Illinois. Here is Wagler to Kylan Boswell. Looking for help, gets it to Wagler. Man-to-man pressure by VCU. Wagler gets a pick from Tommy. Tommy gets it back from Keaton, fires the 3 and missed it. Rebound, run down long by Jake Davis. Ran it down near midcourt, gets it to Wagler, 15 to shoot. Wagler to the rim, underneath, had it knocked away. Ivicic picks it up, had it knocked away, gets it back. Tommy up and missed it. Well, they tried, wouldn't go in. Rebound VCU, down 43-32 are the Rams. 16:09 left in the game. Hill to the right baseline. Pull-up jumper 15 is no good. Rebound Jake Davis. Now the Illini reset it. The Rams, the Illini haven't scored in 2 minutes. Rams aren't exactly lighting it up either. Here is Boswell driving all the way down. Foul left of the rim.
Good job. Find the body, get into the body, get to the free throw line. Smart play by the senior.
And that's what the Illini have been doing for most of this game. They have shot some threes, but not nearly, I don't think, at the frequency that we've seen some games this year.
Yes, correct.
15:49 left in the game. The under-16 timeout. Illinois Farm Bureau advantage. Illinois 43, VCU 32 on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Every Illini fan knows the right team makes all the difference. The same's true for your health. Carle Health puts the right team on the court for you with the doctors, hospitals, and specialists you know and trust. So when you pick health insurance, make sure you choose a plan that has Carle Health in network. Visit ChooseCarleHealth.org to stay connected to the care teams who are there for you, your family, and your community. Choose a health plan that keeps you in the game. Choose CarleHealth.org.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Oh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council serve our local communities with pride and dedication. Our well-trained and highly skilled members set the standard for quality craftsmanship across industrial, commercial, and residential industries. IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council. Together, we are building the Illini.
I'm attorney Howard Ankin, a proud University of Illinois graduate. My mom and dad, aunts and uncles, many cousins, all Illini. And now, my son started his freshman year. At Ankin Law, we obtain compensation and justice for our clients involved in auto truck rideshare accidents, work injuries, fall injuries, and medical mistakes. At Ankin Law, we're here to help. The movie Risky Business said it best. It looks like Ankin Law. Call 312-6-million.
Well, the Illini have outscored VCU in this half, 8-4. They lead it 43-32 over the Virginia Commonwealth Rams. They ended the half on a 9-0 run. Then they hit 2 threes to start the second half. And so they bolted out to a 13-point lead. That's been their biggest at 43-30. VCU hit a basket, so it's 43-32. Illinois, Farm Bureau advantage is that score, 43-32. College of Aces, improving lives and sustaining the future. And tonight's broadcast brought to you by the Illini Cashback Card. Earn cash back all day, every day with the official credit card of the Fighting Illini. Visit IlliniCard.org. Illinois out in front of Colorado, 11-10. The Illini women in Nashville there at Vanderbilt. Boswell with some free throws here. He'll shoot 2. 2 fouls in the half on VCU. Boswell, first one is good. Kylan Boswell had 4 first half points. He's got 5 now. The Illini as a team, 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Second one for Boswell is up and short. Rebound VCU. Boswell 1 out of 2. Here come the Rams in the black, right to left. Jennings. That hair hanging down his back. Gets it to Djokovic. Jennings looking inside. Is this zone maybe?
Nope, man-to-man.
Man-to-man, okay. Here is Hill. Back out top. Jumper for 3. Rims out no good. Missed in there by Ward. Rebound Hill to Djokovic. He's going to shoot a 3. He missed it. Rebound to Boswell. Illini on the glass. Got with a 10 rebound advantage.
Got to get those guards coming back in there. Great to see Kylan go down there and snag that rebound.
44-32 Illinois. 15 minutes to go in the game. Drive by Stojakovic, who's in. Put up a layup. Missed it. Rebound grabbed by Jennings. Big Z is checked in. So is Humrickhouse. Drive and a slam attempt by Djokovic, but he missed it. Rebound Illinois. 3 on 2. Big Z hammers it in. He hammers it in. He says, there's how you dunk the basketball. That's how you do it. Oh my goodness. Big Z with a complete hammer job. Here's a loose ball and a shot missed and a rebound Illinois. Here they come the other way. The Illini leading at 46-32. You wouldn't believe what a dunk that was by Big Z.
Complete facer. That was a poster.
Wow, and he started from way out. Here is Mirkovic. The Illini lead their biggest at 14. Here is Boswell. Lost the handle. Mirkovic gets it back. Flips it to Boswell, who hits a 3 from way out top, just like they drew it up. He fumbled with it. Mirkovic just said, here, you take it. And Boswell, the senior, drains the 3. And suddenly Illinois with a 17-point lead. 49-32. 49-32 Illinois. Right wing, driving in is Ward. Gets it to Hill, goes around the baseline. Shot clock at 7. Djokovic in trouble in the corner. Now to Hill, fires a 3, missed it. Rebound Humrickhouse. Nearly had it stolen from behind. It goes out of bounds, though, off of the Rams.
Got Jennings on the foul, on the reach in.
Okay.
Hey, Brian, that's why we're here. We're teammates, baby.
That's right.
I got a little bit better angle than you did on that one.
Hey, it all works out. Foul on Jennings. That's his 3rd. The Illini suddenly in this half have outscored them 14-4. VCU hasn't scored in 3 minutes. The dunk of the year by Zvonimir Ivicic. My goodness. Really got the crowd fired up and the team as well. And now what?
Called a technical
foul on
the
Phil Martelli Jr.
Like father, like son. Little fire, little East Coast fire over there.
Now a little frustration too, because he knows this is starting to slip away a little bit. 13:24 left in the game. The Illini led 35-28 at half. They're up 49-32 now. Stojakovic is going to shoot the technical foul. He will stand up there by himself. He is 6 of 7 tonight, and he may miss the first one. He had 16 first half points to lead all scorers. 13:24 left. This to give Illinois an 18-point lead. It is up and it is good. He's got 17. 17 for Stojakovic, 9 for Tomislav Ivicic, 8 for Boswell. The Illini with Stojakovic, Mirkovic, Humrickhouse, Tommy, and Wagler. 50-32 Illinois, 13:24 from the finish line. Here is Mirkovic on the left wing, drives into the lane, off balance shot, threw it up, wouldn't go in. Rebound, Tommy taps it around like a volleyball, gets it back to Mirkovic. Mirkovic posting on Bell, put it up and missed it. Humrickhouse flying in. Loose ball foul, I think, on Illinois.
Love the activity.
You got to love the activity, though.
Yeah, they called it on Ben, but I love the activity. We talk about glue guys. Him and Jake Davis, man, love it.
Those kind of fouls, you'll take.
Those. Yes, sir.
13:05 left. Illinois up 50-32 on Virginia Commonwealth. Here in Greenville. Ward Gets it to Evans. Back to Ward in the right corner, the lanky one. Hands it out to Djokovic. At 6'11" to Hill. Guarded by Stojakovic. Dribbling down the lane. Hill layup. Missed it. Rebound. Tomislav Ivicic. The big fella going to bring it up. Pass ahead to Humrickhouse. VCU scrambles back. Humrickhouse dribbling. Passing to Mirkovic. Now to Wagler. David almost shot that. Here's Wagler. Back to David. He will shoot it. Nope. Now he's going to drive. Lost the handle.
Should have shot it.
Should have shot it. Fast break the other way. Hill layup. Good for VCU. Terrence Hill Jr. his first points of the second half. Now a steal in the backcourt. The Illini throw it away against pressure, and Hill hits a three.
Come on, Keith.
He hits 5 quick points. The Illini got a little sloppy, and the lead is back to 13 at 50-37. Just gave him some there.
Freshman brain fart right there, Brian.
Here is Stojakovic driving, leaning in, passing Mirkovic, can't fire. Now to Wagler in front of us on the right wing, Keaton. Keaton eyes the rim, drives, steps left to the paint, floater, good! 2 more for Keaton Wagler, 6th in the game for the fabulous freshman. And it's 52-37 Illinois with 11.5 minutes to go. And now what?
I think David has a scratch.
Yeah, it has a scratch, maybe some blood on the right arm. And with that, they'll probably just take the timeout, I would think. Yeah, they'll make it a full timeout. All right, 11:31 left. The winner to the Sweet 16 to play Houston in Houston next Thursday in the Sweet 16. 52-37 Illinois, 11:31 left in the game on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Every Illini coach has a game plan, putting together a strategy that leads to success. When it comes to land care, AHW has a winning strategy for you. With our build and price tool, you can put together the exact John Deere lawn tractor, compact tractor, or gator and add the attachments that fit your needs. You can even determine your down payment and financing. Try the build and price tool at ahwllc.com. Proud sponsor of the Fighting Illini.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Ooh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
I'm attorney Howard Ankin, a proud University of Illinois graduate. My mom and dad, aunts and uncles, many cousins, all Illini. And now, my son started his freshman year. At Ankin Law, we obtain compensation and justice for our clients involved in auto truck rideshare accidents, work injuries, fall injuries, and medical mistakes. At Ankin Law, we're here to help. The movie Risky Business said it best. It looks like Ankin Law. Call 312-6-million.
Our beloved veteran-owned 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now available in every single stadium on game day at the University of Illinois. Also, check your local stores for our Illini Orange 6-packs and 12-pack variety packs featuring watermelon, peach, blue raspberry, and green apple today. To find your favorite location, check our store locator at hardafseltzer.com.
When the Illini were wobbling a little bit in that first half, they fell behind by 2, 28-26 to the 3-minute mark of the first half to VCU, and then the Illini ended the half on a 9-0 run. Then they hit a couple of threes early in the second half. Wagner with a step back to get it started. And then, so the lead got all the way back up to 15, or 15-0 run. The lead got as big as 18, 50-32. And now it's 52-37. The Illini women lead in Nashville over Colorado, 20-18. That game is in the first half at the old Vanderbilt Gymnasium. The Illinois Farm Bureau advantage here is 52-37. Wagler, Humrickhouse, Boswell, Tomislav Ivicic, and Stojakovic go to work. The Illini have hit 6 threes. They're 10 of 15 be at the free throw line. Shooting 45% overall. On the inbound, here's Michael Bell. Holds it high. Left wing gets it to Hill Jr. He's the guy that stirs the drink. Drives left on Wagler. Bounce pass is stolen by Humrickhouse. Lob ahead to Wagler. Inside, up and in. Good job by Ben Humrickhouse.
It was.
There he is again. Wagler has 8, 7 in this half. The Illini lead 54-37 is 17. Here is Ward. Puts it on the deck. Throws it right corner. Hill, right wing. Ward, 3 ball is no good. Rebound weak side. Deflected off of Humrickhouse. Picked out of there by Barry Evans. And he had it stolen by Tomislav Ivicic. The Illini don't get a lot of steals normally.
No, they play a kind of like a pack line defense. They want to make you take bad shots and then rebound it.
Here is Tomislav Ivicic, 10:34 left in the game, 54-37 Illinois. Here is Wagler, back to Tommy. Top of the key 3, short, he thought about it.
Gotta shoot.
Rebound inside, Rams grab it. VCU up the court, Hill, Djokovic, threw it through the hands of his teammate Hill, stolen by Humrickhouse to Stojakovic, who slams it in! Yes, sir! And there's Humrickhouse again with a man hanging all over him. Got it to Stojakovic. Timeout, Virginia Commonwealth.
I thought he was going to disrobe him, Brian, but way to keep playing through the hold, and man, Stoiko got up again.
How do you like that? Woo. A couple of spectacular dunks. I haven't seen one like Big Z in a while.
Oh, you and me both.
Man, he used I don't know what his wingspan is, but he took off and he just hammered it. Michael Jordan would be proud.
Yes, he would.
Wow. But Michael's not that tall, and then Stojakovic, as Humrickhouse had a guy hanging all over him, pulling his arm off. He shoveled it to Stojakovic, who hammered it home. Stojakovic has 19 in this game. 8 for Boswell, 9 for Tommy, 8 for Wagler, 7 for Mirkovic, 17 for Hill Jr. 56-37. A lot of players that came with the coach. Phil Martelli Jr. from Bryant. Evans among that group is the Marquise newcomer of the year. He came over. Noel was last year with UConn. He put this team together. They won the A-10. They were ahead of Illinois 28-26 late in the first half, but the Illini have stormed ahead. Under 10 minutes left. The lead is 19 for Illinois. Hill, pass to Ward, right baseline drive shot, missed. Rebound inside. He was hounded by Humrickhouse. And the loose ball to Keaton Wagler. 56-37 Illinois, 9:44 left. Wagler guarded by Jennings on the all-defensive team in the A-10. Wagler trying to shake him. Left wing gets it to Boswell. Tries left baseline. Kylan. Left wing. Tommy. 3 ball. Yes!
Now that's how you do it. Don't think about it. Just release it, big fella.
Tomislav Ivicic didn't think about it there. He's got 12. And the lead is 22 for Illinois. 59-37 Illinois. 3 put up, no good, out top by Jennings. Fight for the rebound, foul on Illinois.
Yeah, got Keaton Wagler, got pushed under the board, had to grab. So smart play, take it out of bounds. Illinois gets set up the defense.
59-37 Illinois. With 9:14 left in the game, trying to get to the Sweet 16 for the second time in 3 years. Here is the lob, caught way out top by Hill Jr. Left wing, gets it to Tracy. Jadarian Tracy, bounce pass is kicked off the foot of Tomislav Ivicic.
All right, like little James Brown on the good foot.
Little soccer there.
Put it on the good foot.
9:05 left in the game. 59-37. Illinois, after leading by 7 at half. After trailing by 2 late in the first half. Inbound, Tracy missed the layup. Loose ball on the floor. Wagler trying to reach for it, can't get it. Hill picks it up. Gets it to Bell, who nearly lost it. Now to Jennings. Left wing to Tracy, who hits a 3. Jadarian Tracy started at St. Joe's, went to Oregon. Now at Virginia Commonwealth, and it's 59-40 Illinois. 8:38 left. Here is Boswell. Boswell with a drive. Pull up from 15 is good for Kylan Boswell. The upper body strength.
Yes, sir.
Shook his man. He's in double figures with 10.
Smooth as the day is long on that play right there, Brian.
61-40 Illinois. Left wing jumper is up and blocked. Wagler blocked it. Ahead of the pack. Pass to Keaton. Reverse layup is good. He started it on one end, finishes on the other. Drive by Hill and a hip check by Keaton Wagler, who was off balance.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication on that one. But again, Illinois is not in foul trouble. Good foul. They take the ball out of bounds, and I think that's only Keaton's second foul. No harm, no foul. Pun intended.
Yeah, I think it's his third now. Yep. 8:06. He's going to check out. 8:06 left in the game. Gets a standing ovation by the orange-clad Illini. 8:06 left in the game. 63-40 Fighting Illini. Leading Virginia Commonwealth. Inbounded Djokovic. Had it knocked away from behind, but I think Stojakovic may have fouled him. He did. Illini picking up some fouls all of a sudden. That is their fourth. 3 in the last minute and a half. 23-point Illinois lead. They're on a 13-3 run here in the second half. They've outscored them by 16 in this half. Out top with it, Hill. The Illini zoning the out of bounds. Left side, driving in Evans. Short jumper is good. Fell in, hit the back rim and fell in. Evans with 11. Pressure in the backcourt by Jennings, 63-42. Now remember, they were down 19 to North Carolina, so just don't forget that. Here's a drive by Boswell. Leans in, out top to Jake Davis. Swing it left side, Stojakovic. Andre cuts to the rim and fouled from behind.
Yeah, they're not going to stop playing. I mean, this team's going to keep playing, but it's up to Illinois to keep their foot on the gas, Brian, and close them out like they did the other day.
Foul on VCU as they knock Stojakovic to the floor. We'll take a break. Illinois 63, Virginia Commonwealth 42 here in Greenville, South Carolina on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Since we opened our doors in 1868, Busey has upheld its pledge to foster customer relationships and vibrant communities, representing a legacy of partnership and progress. With multiple lines of business, we provide a range of financial solutions tailored to your needs. From digital banking to planning for retirement, Busey is here to help you achieve your financial goals. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis. He's got it! So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Looking for a job that checks all the boxes? How about competitive salaries, flexible hours, and outstanding benefits? You can find it all and more with a career in Illinois state government. Whether you're in tech, healthcare, education, or skilled trades, there's a place for you. Real jobs, real impact, and real work-life balance. Find really great careers working for the state of Illinois. Visit work.illinois.gov and apply today.
Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap and earn up to 5% cash back through Venmo Stash, a new rewards program where the more you do, the more you get. Get your Venmo debit card today and start earning rewards with Venmo Stash. No monthly fee, no minimum balance. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. Select schools available. Venmo Stash bundle terms and exclusions apply at venmo.me/stash terms. Max $100 cash back per month.
Ryan Barnard with Deion Thomas. The Illinois Farm Bureau advantage has been as big as 23 at 63-40. The Illini led by 7.5, 35-28. They're up 63-42 at the under 8 timeout. And with that, let's pause 10 seconds. Allow our network stations to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station ID. Illinois basketball from Learfield. Full Shear, Texas with us tonight. Illini Nation, Memphis, Tennessee, Virginia Beach, Virginia with us. Said they had the VCU fan tell him, hey, Illinois, we're coming for you. Got a ways to come back right now. Mirkovic to Ivasic, right wing three. Short. Rebound, Mirkovic battling inside. And the Illini reset it, an offensive rebound. The rebounds are suddenly plus 13. Here is Boswell. Stutter step, drive, layup, up, short. Got it back, missed it. Tapped out to Mirkovic. Stojakovic, left corner to Davis. Now back to Stojakovic, 15 to shoot. Here is Stojakovic, dribbling, driving, and a foul. As he drove in there again. 63-42 Illinois with 7:01 to go.
I love it, Brian. Attack, attack, and attack again. Don't let up off the gas. Keep it going.
Points in the paint are 30-20 Illinois. That surged ahead again. Here's the inbound to Mirkovic. 7 minutes for the game. David, left wing to Boswell. Flips it right side in front of us, Stojakovic. They feed the post to Mirkovic. He's got Hill on him. Back to Stojakovic for three. Rimmed it. Halfway down and came out. Rebound to VCU. 6:40 left in the game. 63-42 Fighting Illini. Hill out top to Evans. Evans trying to hand it off to Jennings against Davis. Bounce pass left wing, 14 to shoot. Evans thought about it, and passed it. Tracy, 9 to shoot, in the lane, layup, got it, and he was fouled. Jadarian Tracy, all 7 points of his in the second half. Foul on the Illini. Illini missed their last 4 field goals. They're at 46%. VCU at 33%. Foul was on Tomislav Ivasic. That's his third. 5th in the half on Illinois. The and one coming up for VCU. They've cut it back down to 19 points, the Illinois lead. And the shooter here is having to tie his shoe. Tracy, taking a long time. Now he's ready.
That's called getting a breather, Brian.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
And the and one coming up for Tracy, 6'6" senior. Free throw is no good. Rebound to Tomislav Ivasic. He's got 8 rebounds. And now what?
Tommy got the rebound. Zero was able to get up under him to knock it out of bounds.
Okay. So it goes to VCU.
Yeah.
All right, off of Tommy, I guess. Here comes Big Z in for his brother. High five for his brother. Now it's Big Z, Humrickhouse, Mirkovic, Wagler, and Boswell. 6:22 left. Let's bring it home, fellas. Here's the inbound. Lob, right wing. Catching it is Tracy. Gets it to Hill Jr. Bounce pass to Jennings. Drives on Humrickhouse. Right, left, into the paint. Left-handed shot is good. Well, he's hit a couple baskets here lately. Jennings gets one. The Rams have hit a couple lately, and it's now 63-46. The lead has been as big as 23. Wagler out near midcourt. Let's keep it moving here. Wagler on the March Madness logo. Illini crisscrossing in front of him. Now he gets a pick from Big Z. 9 to shoot. Keaton pull up for 3. Got it. Keaton Wagler. The shot clock was winding down. All of his points but 1 in this half. And the Illini lead back to 20.
Young fella cooking.
66-46 Illinois. 5.5 to go. Hill driving in right elbow. Dribbling through the lane. Underhanded pass to Djokovic at 6'11". Up for the shot. Fouled by Ben Humrickhouse. Couple on Ben. 66-46 Illinois. 5:25 left.
Come on, Brian. That clock not moving fast enough.
It needs to go a little faster.
Yes, it does.
Come on.
Send the Rams on home, man, because they're not going to stop coming. They're not going to stop fighting.
Union Grove, Wisconsin checks in with us. We got all kinds of folks following along here and pacing, watching and listening. Free throw good for Djokovic. And I think that's his first point of the night.
Yeah, defense has been really solid, especially down low. Tommy and Big Z have done a great, and David have done a really good job around the basket.
David out and Big Z out. So Stojakovic out there with Wagler and Boswell. Tommy back in, free throw good. Djokovic with his first 2. He played at Xavier a little bit. And first team all A10. How about this? He led the A10 in free throw attempts and free throws made, and those were his first 2 makes.
Wow.
Of the night. 5:25 left in the game. Illinois leads 66-48 over the Rams. 5:19 to go. Come on, clock. Here is Wagler. Double team, gets it to Tommy. Ivicic back to Keaton. Back to Tommy. Top of the key. Left wing to Boswell in front of the Illinois bench. 10 to shoot. 5 minutes left in the game. Here is Wagler. Is he going to shoot it? Yes. Driving. Floater. Banked it too hard, but he was fouled. Fouled on the way in.
But I love it, Brian. Recognize that he had the bigger Jokovic on him and just drove it right by him. Drew the foul, get to the free throw line. Smart decision from the young player.
So Keaton Wagler had 1 point at halftime. The Illini still had a 7-point lead at the half. They've opened it up as big as 23 in this half. A 15-0 run between the end of the first half and the start of the second. Broke it open in 2 emphatic dunks. Really 3. Free throw is no good for Wagler. Keaton 1 for 3 now at the line.
Oh, that's odd.
The Illini had when they were in a 7-minute field goal drought, they had an emphatic slam under the basket by Stojakovic. That kind of lit the fire for the 9-0 run to end the half. And then Big Z with just an unbelievable slam dunk that really fueled a huge run. Wagler hits 1 out of 2. 13-3 at one point was that run. 67-48, Fighting Illini. 4:50 left. 3-ball. Hill Jr. missed it, no good. Rebound. Tomislav Ivicic getting close to a double-double. 12 points, 9 rebounds for the big fella. Wagler to Tommy. Left wing to Boswell. Back to Keaton near midcourt. Down to 4.5 left. The Illini lead nearly 20. Stojakovic to Boswell. 9 to shoot. Kylan to the rim. Layup is good.
Ooh, so quick.
Boswell left to the rim. Puts it up and in with a shot clock inside of 5. 69-48 Illinois. Here's a Wagler steal. Knocks it away from Jennings. And the Illini have steal number 5 in this game. And Boswell slow walks it up. As we approach the 4-minute mark from the Sweet 16. Here is Boswell. Dribbling on the left wing. 69-48 Illinois. Stojakovic inside to Tommy. Got away. And he slams it in. He hammers it home.
Great little hook pass from Stojakovic.
Wow, what a feed.
Djokovic went for the steal, and no, Big Tommy finishes.
71-48 Illinois. 3:36 left. The Illini fans on their feet. Pass inside Djokovic. Right wing Ward for 3, and he hit it. Tyrell Ward with 9. Timeout VCU. And in the 3:28 on the clock here, I was checking the Illinois score against Colorado. The Illini were up a little bit in that game in Nashville. 26-22 in the second quarter there in Nashville. We'll take a break here. The Illini are 3:28 from the Sweet 16. And they lead VCU 71-51 on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Yuengling Traditional Lager, a beer that, like true legends, stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from your favorite bar, Yuengling is the taste of tradition. Yuengling, legends stand the test of time.
My husband and I, we did not grow up in farming.
Illinois farmer Sharon Fershey felt lost. And then she found the Illinois Farm Bureau Advantage.
I know that I can call up my county farm bureau manager and they'll help us along, free of charge and nothing but the purest of intentions.
The Illinois Farm Bureau Advantage. Impactful advocacy, trusted information, and meaningful development.
It's time to trade up. A job is just a place you go to work. A career is a path that moves you forward. Trade your job for a career in welding, HVAC, medical assisting, dental assisting, and more with hands-on training at Midwest Technical Institute. At MTI, you don't just get an education, you learn a valuable set of skills you can build on for a lifetime. It's time to trade up. Get the training you need for your new career at MTI.
Whether your project is below ground, above ground, or you're just breaking ground, United Rentals has the equipment and tools you need. We rent and sell everything from forklifts and backhoes to scissor lifts and portable job site trailers. We also offer a complete range of industrial tools for any job, small or large. Count on United Rentals for the world's largest fleet, backed by a team of equipment experts. We service your owned equipment even if you didn't buy it from us. For the branch nearest you, visit UnitedRentals.com or call 800-UR-RENTS.
Well, the Illini were down by 2 points, 28-26, with about 3 minutes to go in the first half. Ended the first half on a 9-0 run, led 35-28 at half, and then used a blitz 13-3. Some tremendous highlight reel dunks, a couple of those. They have outscored VCU in the paint 34-24. They have out-rebounded them 42-25. They have 2 more offensive rebounds. Illinois shooting 49%, 34% for VCU. And the Illinois Farm Bureau advantage is 20 for the Illini, 71-51 with 3.5 minutes to go. When the game is over, we'll talk to Brad Underwood for a couple of minutes here courtside. And then have all the media room action from the media room in the back of the arena. Here is Wagner out near midcourt. Hill out to guard him. Gets a pick from Tomislav Ivicic. 12 to shoot. Keaton rolling right. Eyeing his opponent. Drive, step back, can't fire. Right wing to Stojakovic with 5. He will drive. Layup is good. Andrei Stojakovic. He's got 20 points. 21 actually. Here's a jumper for 3, short left corner. Rebound, Tomislav Ivicic, who now has a double-double, 14 and 10. The Illini fans are on their feet. So's the bench. Now they sit down. 73-51 Illinois. 2:37 from the Sweet 16. Here is Boswell. Pull up for 3. 8 on the clock. He missed it. To the corner, and we get a foul, I think, on Illinois going after the rebound. Oh boy, oh boy.
Coach is like, what are you doing?
7 fouls on each team here. By the way, Parkland College in Champaign, we're told, has won the National Junior College Division II championship.
Get out of here. Good for them.
Parkland College. And the Illini women with a slight advantage in their game against Colorado in Nashville. Now Phil Martelli Jr. starting to go to his bench. Putting in some folks that don't play a lot. Jordan Tillery is in. Evans at the line. He's got 11. First free throw is no good. The 1-and-1, but the rebound comes long. Tillery grabs it. Now to a long jumper for 3 by Tracy. Missed it. Rebound, Tomislav Ivicic.
Let's go.
14 points. Double-digit rebounds for Tommy. 2:10 left. 73-51 Illinois. They're headed to play Houston next week in Houston. Here is Wagler. Top of the key to Tommy. Under 2 minutes left. Wagler driving to the paint. Lob. Humrickhouse right in front of us for 3. And he drained it for the exclamation point.
Let's go, Big Ben.
His first 3 of the game, his first points of the game, with 1:40 left. 76-51 Illinois. Drive underneath, put up and in by Jordan Tillery. He gets on the board. Ivicic, 14 points, 14 for Wagler, 12 for Boswell, 21 for Stojakovic. 1.5 minutes to go. Illinois up 76-53. ILL, INI chants going up here in South Carolina. Here is Wagler near midcourt. Looking for Boswell, 10 to shoot. Alley-oop, Stojakovic trying to slam it, wouldn't go in. Ball deflected out of bounds in front of the Illinois bench. Andre trying to hammer that one in. Here comes the rest of the crew to check in. The starters and the regulars are leaving. Standing ovation. We're going to Houston. Here comes Red. Here comes Lee, Big Z, Fagbemi, and Petrovic. It was a little scary for a while, but the Illini size and strength and power took over. A minute left. Near steal at midcourt by Pregame against Evans. Evans gets it back for VCU. Here's the 3-ball right wing. Missed long by Tracy. Rebound saved inbounds, but right to Petrovic. 48 seconds left. 76-53 Illinois. Pregame on the far left wing. The Illini blew out Penn the other night. Handling VCU tonight. Pregame up and missed the layup.
That would have been nice.
That would have been great. Coming the other way is VCU. Layup is no good. Foul inside on Illinois with about 31 seconds left. And again, Houston won their game against Texas A&M earlier, so that's who awaits. And of course, Nebraska was playing Vanderbilt. Florida going to play Iowa.
Yeah, Nebraska's up 7 right now.
And a free throw no good by Tillery. Where are they at in the game?
Still first half.
Okay.
Oh, halftime, 39-32.
Nebraska. Evans checks out. He gets hugs from his teammates. Celebration underway. Illinois 76, VCU 53. And always tough when you're on the losing end, and it's those last games or the end of the season. Tracy, a senior, Tillery missed the second. Rebound to VCU. Here's Ward down the lane, layup, got it. Up over the top of two Illini. We're down to 23 seconds. Shot clock is off. Petrovic across the timeline. Illinois 76, VCU 55. 12 seconds left. For the second time in 3 years, Illinois men's basketball is headed to the Sweet 16. Houston, here we come.
Yes, sir.
The Illini are through to the Sweet 16. How sweet it is. 76-55 over Virginia Commonwealth.
And Brian, we talked about it being a carbon copy of the last game. The second half again, Illinois was really deliberate about getting the ball inside, whether it was off the dribble or to get a few paint touches as well. Stojakovic downhill was amazing tonight. Good win by the Fighting Illini.
Well, that wasn't one of the lowest point totals by an opponent. 44 for Northwestern back in early February, but 55 isn't very many points. For a VCU team that was averaging about 81.
Yeah, averaging 81. That's what I was just about to say. Illinois' defense really stood out. And that's, whenever you can keep them and hold them down, you got a chance.
76-55. Illinois with the win.
Let's go to Houston.
Let's go to Houston, Joey. How about that? How sweet it is. I know that these games are hard.
Oh.
And you got the lead late in the half, 9-0 run. And then here you go.
We did a nice job at the end of the half. Andre Stojakovic was huge in that stretch and got a lot of weapons. And in a night when Keaton and Merck weren't the best in the first half, but I thought Tommy and I thought Andre were huge. Kylan was terrific, but our defense was outstanding. And Cam gets a lot of credit today because our defense was stellar. You take away a few of their second chance points, that was really good.
Yeah, I mean, we knew what to expect. You knew this VCU team wasn't going to stop playing. But I love the fact that the guys kept their foot on the gas the entire game and didn't let them get back
That's
in.
all we talked about. It was 40 minutes. It's not a 20-minute. It's about winning the margins, the things that we didn't do in the regular season. All we had is the perfect evidence in their game Thursday night from 19 down. And we did a lot of good things. It's on to the next. It's keep building. It's hopefully we gain some defensive confidence from this, and they should be over there hugging Andre Stojakovic.
I love it.
That was pretty impressive.
That first half, and then when we had it where we didn't get any field goals for a long time, he had that emphatic dunk that just was like, okay, that's the end of this.
Yeah, so. and he showed his athleticism. He showed his toughness today, and I'm really proud of him.
Yeah, Biggs did a really good job, coach, as well, in defending the paint. Tommy comes out with a double-double. You talk about a dunk. That one Big
by
Z
Big
had,
Z.
man. Woo!
Yeah, that's that's next level stuff. You and I never did that back in our day, but that's like I said, it was Keaton got going the second half. Z was impactful. Tommy was terrific, especially on the defensive side, and it was really nice to see just our well-rounded group.
Saw them all over town all day. All these Illini fans.
Oh, they're the best. They're the best.
I'm hoping they'll join us in Houston.
I hope they get to Houston. I really do. It'll be, it's what you play for as an opportunity to go move from one weekend to the next, and we've got 2 more, and we'll figure out who the next one is. I don't know.
Houston. Yep.
So we'll get ready for Houston and know that we got a battle on our hands, whoever it is.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right,
Appreciate it.
we will hear you a little more in the media room coming up. Again, Brad Underwood with us here. The Illini, second time in 3 years, waves to the crowd behind us and across the way. He'll go acknowledge them as he typically does. Double fist pump. And listen to the roar across the way as Illini Nation celebrates a trip to the Sweet 16.
Yes, sir, baby.
That just sounds fun, doesn't it?
That sounds amazing. We even got the new chancellor over there enjoying this game.
Well, I don't know how everything stays, how late it stays open in Greenville, but there'll be a lot of Orange people wanting to stay up a while.
Well, I can tell you, when we got back the other night, the bar in our hotel was packed. I had to sneak to get upstairs, Brian. I shouldn't say that. That's not nice. But I did have to. And it's hard for me to sneak, Ed. I'm 6'9", 280. Don't sneak real easy.
Yes. Illinois goes to 26-8. VCU ends their season at 28-8. And the Illini, for the second time in 3 years, go to the Sweet 16. We'll talk about it some more. Media room coming up. Excuse me. Illinois wins it 76-55. And more to come on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
2 million brain cells die every minute during a stroke. Carle Health wants to remind you of the 6 simple signs of a stroke. We call it Be Fast, and it stands for balance lost, eyes blurred, faces drooping, arms are weak, speech is slurred, and terrible headache. If you or someone you know are experiencing these symptoms, call 911 immediately. Be fast, and together we can save lives. Learn more at carle.org/stroke.
What matters to you matters to us. That's why Busey takes the time to understand your goals and build solutions that fit your priorities. From everyday banking to long-term planning, our team is here to help you navigate every stage with care and expertise. We're more than a bank. We're your neighbor, your advisor, your advocate. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Ooh, I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
It's time to trade up. A job is just a place you go to work. A career is a path that moves you forward. Trade your job for a career in welding, HVAC, medical assisting, dental assisting, and more with hands-on training at Midwest Technical Institute. At MTI, you don't just get an education, you learn a valuable set of skills you can build on for a lifetime. It's time to trade up. Get the training you need for your new career at MTI.
Final score is the chance of ILL-I go up as the security folks look to clear the arena. Illinois headed for the Sweet 16 for the second time in the last 3 years. Remember, they went 2 years ago in 2024 with Terrence Shannon and crew. That trip, they went to Boston. This time, they're going to Houston. And the News-Gazette instant flash coming in hot. High-flying Illini soar to Sweet 16.
And that's the picture of pictures right there.
Yeah,
boy. That's Big Z.
Big Z going up for the slam dunk. As soon as we can join the media room, we will. Now, the winners typically go first. So as soon as we hear some noise back there, we will certainly get to it. Illinois 76 and the VCU Rams 55. Looking at some of the point totals early in the year, Long Island scored 58 in an Illini win. 48 for Missouri. 91-48 Illinois won that game. 55 allowed to Rutgers, talking about some of the low point totals. But Missouri was in that, Northwestern was in that mix, and 51 they held Indiana to. Final score, Illinois wins it 76-55, and we'll come back with more in a moment on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Since we opened our doors in 1868, Busey has upheld its pledge to foster customer relationships and vibrant communities, representing a legacy of partnership and progress. With multiple lines of business, we provide a range of financial solutions tailored to your needs. From digital banking to planning for retirement, Busey is here to help you achieve your financial goals. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences at the University of Illinois is where curiosity drives impact. In LAS, bold thinking doesn't just inspire learning, it powers everything the college does, across disciplines and across communities. LAS turns big questions into breakthrough discoveries, driving change in science, society, and the ideas that shape our future. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, where curiosity drives impact. Find out more at go.lasi.edu.